Happy Flatterday. Flat Earth British, Martin Litzker speaking. Double flat thumbs to infinity forever. Are you all feeling, guys? We are here today for a celebration of truth, truthers, and life in general, or death, or whatever it all is. But we're going to feel good and we're going to feel grateful that we're in the present right now on Flat Earth British on a Flatterday night at 9 o'clock. We're going to be feeling grateful for the present because it is a present. And all of us are guilty of taking a life for granted sometimes. Hopefully not myself, but most of us are at some stage. So tonight, okay, we're going to celebrate. We're going to feel fan-fucking-tastic. Now, it's been a weird week. I do appreciate that. If you're in the Truther community, I guess that you heard the sad, really sad news of Rob Skiba passing away. Now, this is not in vain. I've been thinking a lot about this. This guy was a really good man, an absolute diamond. And I was, grateful I had a few hangouts with him, although if I remember rightly, I was actually annoying him and getting under his skin a bit, winding him up for some reason. But that didn't mean that I didn't have maximum respect for this man. So we're going to rejoice, okay? And what happened this week? It showed me something. It showed me something that really moved me, guys. Is to show the support and the love in the truth community, no matter where they are on the plane. Everybody supported one another. It was the most beautiful thing, because we all know, we all realize, the importance of what this man done and what we all do here, guys. We're not fucking about here. This is the real thing. What's coming here is all of them motherfuckers that think they got away with it. They haven't got away with a goddamn thing. What's coming is Nuremberg style trials for each and every fucking one of them. Is what's going to come. We all know it. They're just shitting their pants, or shatting, like Shatner, their pants. That's what's happening. So, we're going to have a fantastic show, okay? We're going to detective the shit out of a lot of stuff. We're going to start thinking about the ridiculousness, the last throw of the dice for these motherfuckers, which is William Shatner, okay? A 90-year-old. Now, in my Brian, when I grew up, astronauts had to be like going through intensive training, which is being span around on some stupid thing to give them 0G, and they'd be all like, or face or peel back and like passing out and fucking dying and shit. But none of that exists anymore. Now they're fine to be shot up in the sky on a giant dick. Okay, just after like Charles Branson's Virgin Atlantic stupid shit. They sent up a big Bezos knob into water, into actually nowhere, because I'm going to show you this shit didn't even happen. Okay, now message to William Shatner. No, I do appreciate that all of this bullshit and money you are spending is because of the flat earthers. We all know this. So they're probably going to give you this message. Silly. That was fucking stupid. That was your worst role yet, okay? 90 years of age. This is a good time for you now, okay, to die on the right side of history, which is come clean. Now, you didn't actually say you've seen any curvy or any bally things. You just made up a load of stupid shit. Oh, Bezos, well, Bezos is like going to fuck you up if you say anything wrong, or he's mind controlling you because he's about that far off you. He's right up you, okay? There's something going on there, isn't there? Okay, so he's like, Is space a mile up? What? 4 series is a fucking Star Trek, and they just trained you to be an astronaut. You don't know how high a fucking Kármán line is. I knew that shit at 16. That's really, really annoying. A mile up. 66 miles up. 33 more than Branson. Do you see the code in here? So I got to try and get myself through this vlog. Okay, I have had a bit of an upsetting day today. Okay, I've been trying to pull myself together. I have been in a bit of a mess, I will be honest with you, but I sort of put my feelings aside and thought that, the Flat Earth British experience would help me stop thinking about it, and hopefully help somebody out there. Okay, help you all. But it was a really sad thing. I've been away all week, guys. Okay, I've been in England land. Now I'm back in Wales, and there's a beautiful Welsh cottage over my shoulder by there with Virginia Creeper on it for my friend who loves Virginia Creeper. And it is beautiful, isn't it? So that's my picture for today. So I'm back in Wales land. I've been in England land all week. Okay, I went and done another Truth Juice convention on Tuesday at Birmingham's E57, where I had my convention before, and it was fab. So all the guys and gals that I met at that convention, that was really special. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite ever presentations. That was. Okay, so I hope to do many more of them. So then I hung around and we went on a detective work, and I hung around at my friends and spent a little bit of gifted time with my friend, who's my friend's dog, Bladage. And I got some film of Bladage. I was with him only yesterday, and spent the last half hour or so sitting with him because he died this morning. And my friend Mel's been digging his grave all day. It's been really hard. So I really, really loved that dog, and I love all them dogs. So that was a blow. So I'm being very good today. So I'm going to hold it together. Hopefully when I get to that part, you won't be able to see me anyway. So it won't matter if I lose my shit, but damn. So going on that, okay, we only ever got the present. The past, guys, how many people in that you just live in the past? It's all bullshit. It's not even there. It's all fucking figments in your mind. It's not even there. It's vapor. It's not even that. It's nothing. It's not even there. We only ever got the now. And the future, well, the future is not promised, is it? It's not certain. But one thing we can do is set a positive intent. What you want from the universe, you will get. And there are keys to how. Okay, but you have to be true. And you have to be on the truther trail, the real truther trail. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a fantastic time. We're going to celebrate life. And this is what we're going to look into on this vlog. First, we're going to dissect some of the stupidity. Now, the flat earthers were on this like a fly on shit. Okay, sorting out this Shatner stupid shit, which is most ridiculous. I'm very offended by all of it at this stage of the game. Okay, this is insulting everybody's intelligence. Okay, don't know how fucking high up space is. Very dare they, and all the rest of it. So we'll have a look at him, Shatner, and Bezos, his mate, weird mate. And then after that, later, I basically detected the shit out of the Salem Witch trials, or the so-called Salem Witch trials. Okay, we're going to look into Salem, the city itself. It actually got destroyed completely in a fire in 1914. Another one, similar MO to Boston, Chicago, and San Francisco, except for the earthquake. The city's destroyed. And they used scrying mirrors. You know about them, do you? Scrying mirrors. See, mine's got loads of cracks in it because it's fucked, this one, and I'm keeping it fucked. Because these black mirrors are your fucking downfall. We got to get rid of them. I know they're very fucking juicy, and I know we can Google the shit out of stuff when we need to know it, yeah? But let me tell you guys, I managed a good percentage of my life without any of this shit, and I managed really, really fine, to be honest with you. Didn't have any of it. Get back to your Nokias. Now, soon they're going to have an app which is going to put everything on there. That's your taxes, that's your social, that's driving license. I mean, absolutely everything, including your money and your bank shit, is going to be one-on-one app. So if they get like a bit pissed off at you one day, which they always do anyway, if you're me, they're going to press the button. You won't be able to have shit. In fact, you won't be able to pay your rent, eat, or anything. And you know where that ends up. So that's what they're going to do with us all. They're going to trap you with your phone. Yeah. If you ain't got one of them, the thing is, guys, all these pensioners and everybody else now, right? They're all like 70s, 80s year old. Another 10 years, fucking gone. If not before, because of the depopulation of old people. So everybody in this realm will be on one of these. Every person, except for maybe indigenous populations, in say, you know, fucking, I don't know, in the outback. But they will. They're looking to jab them up as well. They've been up in arms in Brazil, apparently, about trying to inject the indigenous population with fucking, you know, baby remains, with tortured baby remains, and everything else that's gone into it. It's fucking disgusting, all places. So 500 you just turns up out of the blue. Do bear with me. Try and, you know me by now, so try and just bear this in mind. I'm a mountain creature, and I do realize that emotions and feelings will double fuck you in this place. I know this. I know. But for the same token, I can't really help it. Okay, so you're just going to have to go with it. Some things are more important, eh? So, we're going to look into that. We'll have a little giggle later. Like I said, I've been away all week, only come back last night, so I haven't had a fuck ton of time, but we did an investigation. I got some film to show you later on in this post of myself, Melage, who's in the chat right now. Give her all the love, guys. She just fucking had a really, really hard day. I really had a bit of a weird thing happen because I was out today and I felt like, should I have been there? To help her bury the dog. And then it occurred to me that I would make everything 10 times worse, as I always do, because I'm always a mess. And then a woman, and basically for the last couple of months, I've been bitching and I wanted to redo a didgeridoo. Go full hippie, and a lady walked past carrying a didgeridoo. I thought, that's my didgeridoo. I said, have you got a didgeridoo? She said, yeah, can I have it? She said, well, yeah. I said, do you want any money? She said, no, not at all. It's like, okay, thanks for my didgeridoo. She went, and instantly a shot in my mind that this was a gift off of Blade for spending my last little bit of time before he popped off, and it is absolutely beautiful. Didgeridoo. I think it was sent to me from Blade anyway. I know. But anyway, on with the show. So we got loads of comedy. We're going to look into a lot of stuff. We're going to look into Oomancey. Okay, do you know about that? That is what they were supposed to have done in witches. They were supposed to have done something with scrying mirrors and Oomancey, which has basically been practiced right through the ages. And it is reading eggs. Eggs. Yes, it's the study of eggs. It will tell you fuckloads about everything. Birthing stuff, fortunes, and other stuff, or misfortunes as well, and all sorts of stuff. So we're going to look into that as well. Images of the day, videos, curio. We're going to look at evidence that shot up this week of the basically the no finer point on it, the Judgment Day trumpets blowing over Jerusalem and this big fuck off circle thing that looks like it might be a real bit of footage that we've dug up of a real mermaid that seems to have crawled up out of the sea. We'll have a look, scrutinize all this shit anyway. So I think I've safely, definitely, in my Brian, solved after hundreds and hundreds of years the Salem Witch trials. Basically, because no one else would mention it before. I fucking will. Fuck them. So, how are you feeling? Have you got epic amounts of not giving a fuckness? You need a lot for this one. You need a lot for this one, okay? You need to lift your heart, lift your vibration, float around, okay? Sit back, relax, okay? And let me take over, okay? On the entertainment. What about the enterprise that he was on? Shatner, that's a bit of a weird word. The enter the prize. To boldly go where no man has been before. Yeah, fucking space, because it ain't there, because it's water, yo. So yeah, we're going to Shatner the shit out of it. So yeah, RIP to Rob, you're a legend. Hope you're watching now, brother. I got a feeling you probably will be. And we're all sending love to your family and out there outwardly. Love to Mel for her loss as well. And my loss, because I definitely loved it. Okay. Bladage. Skull Asylum, good to see you. Swear to us right now, and you won't let them write you out, Martin. Don't care about all of that. Don't worry about a fucking thing, my brethren. Margaret, Madonna played a didgeridoo in Australia and got booed. Yeah, she's a shit at didgeridoo. She is a guitar. You're playing guitar? It's outrageously bad. Stephen Dickinson. Give it a blow, Martin. Well, I'll have a go, but a bit later, okay? Because I don't want to detract your Bryans too much, but I'm not that good, but I'm having practice, and I did do it good in the field today. Anyway. Missy L, congratulations on the ditch. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Proper full hippie, yeah. Got drum, got ditch, got bells. Yeah, proper fucking hippie, They were witches. Maybe not, Dick. We'll have to investigate. I don't think that there was much witchery going on. Maybe they were just into herbs and keeping fit and stuff. That was enough to get you, it was nothing to do with witchery, as you will find out. It was much to do with the same shit that's going on now. Yeah. What will astound you, and it will blow your minds when I show you about Salem in many regards, including the fire, is the extent that the powers that should not be will go to cover up and hide fuckery like unholy fuckery. The extent that they will go to, guys. So, happy days. Nuremberg trials for all them motherfuckers coming very, very soon. I'm looking forward to that one. TW. Oh, good to see you. Prime Minister of Finland. Good to see you. Prime Minister, see, we rub shoulders with all of them, you know. Dallas Fowler. Good to see you, my friend. Kai, Mark, Anthony, Ascending Journey for all. Thank you for that. Rata, good to see you. Woohoo! Man, bright my day. We try. We aim to please. Kelly. Hugh. Curvy Water. And so please stop sending me messages on my Facebook. My thing's just beep, beep, beeping over there. Jungle Juice, good to see you. Pockets. So, yeah, he found Curve. Not really. He didn't mention Curve. But we're going to have a look at old Shatner. Okay, see what we think about it all. Okay, because it's absolutely stupid and very, very offending at this stage of the game. Okay, but last ditch attempt. Let's give him a bit of sympathy. We'll say, Shatner, fucking be honest, because that was stupid. It's all augmented. You didn't even go up. It's ridiculous. CGI, which I'll show you now. Be captured by all the flat earthers. Silly. Tie you lot and appreciated. Got cramp in my foot. Oh, digging that really deep hole. So sorry. Couldn't help. Bad about that. Sai Inra, that's amazing, Martin. You are manifesting, master. Well, it's not that difficult. It's just getting on that vibration, you know. And once you're ready, I'll show you a meme or a picture that I got later on in this post that will explain it to you better than I can put it into words. Okay, little wing, hiya Fiona. We're blessed to have our furries. Yeah, man. I tell you what, I don't have cut when it's an animal, don't it? Oh, they're so fucking gorgeous. Floyd, Bingo, Dr. Bass, Chris, Spellreen, Carrios, good to see you, Charlie. Abercrombie, I swear Abercrombie's, nice one, mate. Our neck of the woods, good to see you, Mary, Missy, Marcel, probably not even French, I don't know. Tracy, Stacy in Massachusetts. Stacy, this is about Massachusetts. This is about that spookiness goes on in that Tartarian city that got torched and burned to the ground to hide its Tartarianness and all its witchery and all that terrible stuff. Some cities are really fucked, by the way, with what's going on in them. I think they're all chose for different levels of the experiment. Some of them worse than others. And what they will do to cover it all up, oh my. Can. We are not safe in their arms at all. Everybody should wake the fuck up. Shannon, quickly. But it is, isn't it? Because, you know, it's been brilliant this week seeing Rome come to a standstill and Paris come to a standstill. We need this everywhere. And everyone's saying, no fucking more of it. 8 jabs, they're saying today. 8 jabs. You've got to have 8 fucking jabs. Threatening now the ones that ain't having them. Whatever. Yeah. Jessica Manchester, Dr. Pass, I said that. Joe Guilford, Kelly, good to see you, my lovely. Joy's in the house as well. And Jenny Kins, who's always bringing a love and vibration to this community and basically supporting people. Just magnificent. Fantastic person. Brian Evans is up in the valleys. I'm Welsh, by the way. If you don't know where that is, it's not England. Somebody said to me, Wales, oh, not in a Welsh accent. Wales, is that in England? Not quite, no. Not quite. Doesn't work quite like that way. Shannon, Selfie, and Charlie, and Artist of El Iron. Okay, there's a few of you shouted. I'll come back in a little while. Okay, we're gonna Flatterday the fuck out of this realm. You up for it? Are you up for it? Very. Woo-hoo. Yes, we must celebrate, and we must rejoice the good things in life. Thank the Creator that we got up this morning. Health and happiness. We put a smile on our face. We lift our vibrations. We show them all how it's fucking done. So shall it be. Okay, Ken 44. Good to see you. And Ash, and Missy, and Effie, Lex. Okay, let's get into it. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to have to mute microphone on a couple of these articles, but we're going to have a little bit. I'm going to talk you through some of the insanity. If you don't know and you have not been around or anything, Bezos, okay, who's like basically a guy with a lot of fucking money, pretending, okay, and this guy's like really weird looking, something really off of him. In fact, he looks like an insect. I think he might be one of those insectoids you hear about. So yeah, he's fucking gone up in a space rocket, which is the shape of like a dick. It's even got a bell end. But you don't see anything of them when they're going up in there. Okay, apparently floating a fucking round. That's the stupidest shit ever anyway, floating round stuff. That doesn't even happen unless you're on a vomit comet. What's zero gravity? Yeah, you've got like the worst environment ever they've chose is like the vacuum. You know, it's just insanity. Come on, guys. Vacuum doesn't happen anywhere naturally on Earth. The vacuum chamber that they test vacuum shit in has 8-foot walls of concrete and steel that thick, and it still sucks air. Yeah, they want you to believe that they got spaceships going up with like little wrinkle fucking thing. Shit. Okay, so yeah, he come back anyway. They come down in basically re-enters, cooked up at like Kelvin 6. The parachutes opened fine, and then he came down like a sack of fucking shit. But it was okay at 90-year-olds, and he didn't shat himself, Shatner. He didn't shit himself, apparently. He didn't mention the curve or anything like that. He just come out and talked to loads of senile shit. In fact, the worst role that I've ever seen. And he really, really is a bad actor. Have you ever heard him sing? Fucking David Bowie's, is he Space Oddity or Starman? Anyway, he can't sing and he talks it, and it's an insult to humanity. We all know this, don't we? Okay. William Shatner, completely nuts at this period, 90 years of age, and they're sending him up to space fuckery school. Yeah, whatever. Salting our Bryans all the time, these people, but it's all right. We don't mind. We know they're nuts and they're liars, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so there's been a few problems, apparently. So William Shatner gets hit or has bad words said by, oh, thank you, Flat Earther, by Prince William. He criticizes space travel and says, oh, we should fix the planet. He says planet first instead of sending people to space. So he's called it out, has Prince William. So whatever dialectic is going on up there. And then he's tweeted back, you know, stupid bollocks. Prince William's got the wrong idea about space travel, says William Shatner. William Shatner, that's another thing. Anyway, so he's a total sellout. You know, there was a couple of things early on I thought he might be, you know, he has mentioned Flat Earth in an old program, which Russian Vids has shown. And he has mentioned, you know, the space is science fiction on some of his seminars that he does. But this little bit of fuckery at 90 years of age, him going through with this is really, well, you know, it's the last throws, isn't it? I think that they're doing this deliberate now, guys. I really do think that they're doing this deliberate for thinking people to just go, oh my days. So apparently this is thrust is enough. You know, space rockets will all look like rockets always looked, which was like your fireworks rocket. This one looks like something out of fucking Joe 90. Yeah, this is out of stupid Space 1999. Top heavy, but that's all right. The thrust is enough that it doesn't go whirling around or anything. It doesn't fall over. In fact, they've invented a really, really amazing thing. It's called reverse thrust. It means the thrust doesn't actually push in this case. It like just looks good, but allows the vehicle to reverse back down the land. Sorry, it's just comical. It's ridiculous. So yeah, he gets up. They look out the window. There's fields about like 100 yards away, because even if they are up, they're showing a shitty CGI image. Okay, so CGI. Let's get on a bit, because apparently then he's gonna fucking drop from the sky. Oh, see this? Yeah, it's a new invention. It's called reverse thrust, guys. Yeah, it's thrust that hasn't actually. It landed on its own. Yeah, yeah. Reverse thrust. Yeah, it doesn't push. It doesn't do anything. It just looks good. And all that dust, and they got that bit back to Earth safely. But they don't go on that. No. Oh, look, all the burns. Anyway, it's all perfectly safe. So next, okay, is he's going to come down in the bell end bit with windows that are curved. But here he is. Here he is now. Re-entering, all red hot and shit. Yeah. It's just ridiculous to the extreme. There he is. Anyway, if you don't see him through the window or anything, you see him later on. I'll show you a little example that's been pulled up by the Flat Earthers in a minute. So yeah, no problem with the parachutes ever opening at this re-entry business. That always astounds me, how they manage to protect material in something like, what is it? I don't know, thousands and thousands of degrees. It's plasma, for fuck's sake. It's the hottest thing we can think of. Yeah. Apparently, So there he is, gently floating down, except for when he hits the desert at like a really bad rate, actually. He just smacks into it at about 50 miles an hour, you know, not like he just gently lands. Things like, but it's out in the middle of the desert, right? And everybody, like they do with the Apollo missions when they land in the middle of the Pacific, that's all right, because we're all there waiting. The entire US Navy is there waiting. Same with this fucker. But they don't bring like a cameraman or anything proper, or you do not see, this was pulled up by Russian vids, any medical officials whatsoever. X marks the spot. Sweet, sweet. He lands in the middle of fucking nowhere, like a cannonball. And he gets out and talks the stupidest shit ever. Let's forward this on a bit until he impacts. Right. There you are. Let's watch the impactness of this. Oh, excuse me. Got a bit further. There he is. Impact. So where are they? You can look straight through there. I can't see them, but when they're showing you, they're like sort of fucking sticking around and stuff. I guess they got back in their seats for all that. You know, their face peeling back and shit, passing out, vomiting violently. Can't imagine dropping from the sky is like got no, you know, I imagine like, because I go on a waltzer, I vomit like fuck. And you go on a roller coaster and your brain like literally rips out. I'm wondering why they're dropping. Like, and you know, he gets out, he's not disorientated, he's all like stupid. And like, oh, the blue, the black, and the black look like death. The black was death. So what the fuck you on about, Shatner? You know, if I was there, I'd want to just like just put yourself together and slap him on the head or something. You know, Benny Hill style. Just pull yourself together, man. What's the matter with you? And Bezos was apparently just with him. Why does he want to hear all this shit off Shatner? And where's the proper film crew? There's all people chatting in the background. You can't hear dick properly. There, boof. Yeah, it's like a fucking Mohab, guys. They would have been disintegrated. Successful landing at 90 miles an hour. Everybody's fine. We've handed all of the extreme. We've held all the extreme heat. Can't really actually see. There's somebody moving about. It's Bezos. He's Bezos. He's wiping all of the phlegm off of Shatner's cheek. Yes, he's dribbled a bit, but like in seconds, guys. In seconds. They just shit out of nowhere in the middle of the desert. Like you do. The desert's only small, right? Yeah. So, in a minute, they'll all be there like a thunderfucker people. Okay, they're in there now. I wonder what they're doing. They should have recorded that conversation. We could have had a little listen to what stupid shit they said. So there they are. Nice one. Yeah. You've just been to space. They might have germs. They're supposed to be an epidemic. Yeah. They might have space germs. They could wipe us all out. They used to put these fuckers into like, they might have the bends or some shit. They put them into decompression if they went up to the moon, pretending. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? What are you pulling the string for? So they all turn up on their military-style SUVs with black stripes to make them go faster, as you do. Military-style SUVs. It's Bezos's boys, man. Bezos got boys. You know it. Bezos boys. And then they all shit out of nowhere, and then they all basically he comes out with some stupid shit here. So we'll have a listen to this. I got a little recording of it. It's pathetic beyond belief. Right, let's let them out. For Bezos. Okay, he never went with them, all right. But the smell of excrement hit you, yeah? Nobody pooed themselves. Okay, all right. Look at that stupid sausage over there. She knows fuck all about anything. Why's she clapping like a seal? Fuck off. Go home. What's the tumbleweed? Get her some tumbleweed. Hit her with some tumbleweed. Hit her with something. That black box, that blue box. Hit her with that. Shut her up. Right. Here's the groupies. Oh, we missed the groupies. Bollocks. The groupies. You always got to have space groupies, guys. And the ones that scream in the background. Stupid shit. So I'm going to show you a video. No, come back for a second. It's all very, very stupid and extreme. I'm going to mute my microphone and show you a minute or so of William Shatner saying the stupid shit in the world. Okay, because he's like that. But first, I'm going to show you this video a minute of Flat Earth Jake, who's Flat Earth arsehole, posted today. I'm going to show you that they are indeed using augmented reality. Okay, they are indeed. So check this out. It was pulled by basically, as I said, Jake. I will link this video below. His peeps found it and he put it out this morning. I think it's pretty. I've had a load to look at it, and yeah, definitely augmented. That fucker's got a green screen there. So looking out the window, as you do. Stupid shit. Okay. So let me move it on a bit because you want to see this. Okay. So keep a look on the window on the right-hand side. Because old Shatner, they're all having a float around. Whoa, what's that? Oh, it's in, it's out. Right, so outside the window, check it out. Or whatever. And then it glitches, and it's like a sweetie, because you would have a sweetie or something floating around. Let's have a look out the window. Oops, shit. And then it morphs by there. And then you got some yellow sweetie fucking. Ooh, did it disappear? Looks like it disappeared right there. Sweetie out. Looks like it's on the window. Comes by. Boom! She's gone. Disappeared into thin air. So that's normal, is it, guys? Does that happen in reality in spaceship? It's like a sweetie thing. So it floats through the window, float past the thing, disappears, and then 1, 2, 3. Zip! Oh dear. Oh dear. Unless it came out in the edit later, but they tried to get rid of the floating sweetie that came through the window. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So yeah, let's have another look at that. Floating sweetie, whatever the fuck it is, because you know they always have stupid shit floating around. You'd think you'd batten this stuff down if you knew it was going to float because it's 0G, whatever. So it's like a wave of light or something, and that just shows you the stupidest shit ever is the landing. So he doesn't know it's a mile up because he's basically was in Star Trek all those years, a very educated man, and he's like, oh, it's basically a mile up. What the fuck's with that, guys? So like I said, I'm gonna come back, mute my microphone for a second and show you this.
You know what the impression I had that I never expected to have is the shooting up.
Oh my God.
Give me a champagne bottle.
Come here. I want one. I want to hear this. Here. You want a little of this? Hey. Oh my God.
The champagne showers have begun.
Salam évidemment. Vite el teléfono. Wow. Wow, Oomancey.
Right, that last bit of video was that in basically recorded in Jerusalem. Obviously, we can't verify this for ourselves, but that stuff in the sky, whatever that circle is in the cloud, considering what we talk about, we know, about the Phoenicians and the clouds and their sounds and the trumpets and the effect on it in every single allegory that they show us. And then that happens. Is it real? Well, we've heard these sounds before, these celestial trumpets, but I do feel that this place we are in is some sort of a machine as such. And I do feel that we're through the locking mechanism of the Phoenicians. It sort of does maybe some sort of like clockwork activity and reaches its full set. Ting! Maybe a 12. So yeah, that was just the stupidest shit ever. Okay, guys, you know, he's like going on about like, oh, it's so blue up there, and the black looks like death, and how high up was it? And what's with the stupid screaming fucking girls in one of the most important things going like ever? Yeah, it's stupid girls coming up with champagne. Okay, was there any need? And he's like, he's looking away. He's like, I'm not actually sure this is a very fucking good idea after all. Sort of moment is what I think. So, shame on you, William Shatner. We did sort of dig you over here on Flat Earth British, especially the green girl on one of those episodes of Star Trek and the tribbles. Yeah, the trouble with tribbles is they triple like all the time. So they were really groovy. And a couple of your episodes. Okay, the one when you got off your face from the basically the crop of the planet you were on. That was a good episode. And Terror, I think 30,000 feet. Twilight Zone episode number 33. That was one of your gold moments. You were actually acted a little bit in that. And apart from that, shit, mate. You want to give it up, okay? 90 years of age, shame on you. Okay, that's him told off, guys. Okay, right, on with the show. Not organic at all, Daniel. It's just ridiculous in the extreme. You can just see straight through it all. Anyway, pathetic. Fucking CGI bollocks. Curvy Water, my father, was an ordained minister, but taught me not to take anything at face value and question everything. Well, he's a good man, he was, Curvy Water, and he's right too. Thinking for yourself is a biggie in this place. And having an original idea that's not somebody else's is another. CMR Lizard, Alan, good to see you. Robin and Cliffage is in the house as well. Good to see you. Yes, it's like it's like I keep thinking, like I mentioned before, this metallic sounds. Could it be like the dome, like sort of turning? I don't know. Howard D, but it's out there anyway, and a good few times I've seen that. Jughead is saying Tribblage. Indeed, Tribbles are epic. We don't mind them. He shattered on us all. He did, Henry. He shattered on us all from he shattered on us from a very great height, is what he did. The whole of humanity. And now he will die in shame on the wrong side of history. Like that on the film Sparta, when that horrible little Gollum guy shops the Spartans to Xerxes, and he looks at him and he says, and you can live forever. Remember what you've done. Okay. And he was like in great shame. That sort of thing for Shatner at the moment. So it's a shame. Anyway. QC's in the house, Charlie. Nice to see you, my brother. Thank you for popping by. Hippie Shake Treeser. Yay. Andrea. So we got some book pictures being sent in. We got a fabulous couple of flat fun pictures. Loads of stuff you've never seen before. We got some funny stuff as well I've collected. Not that rude. Well, I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Darby, depends what, like, sort of, what context you put it in. If you put it in like Martin's just a nutter, go with it, context, then it's absolutely fine. Gian, good to see you, Stan. Spirited Woman. Big tears. Yeah, no tears at all. They all got crocked off fucking tears. They don't do emotion. He wouldn't have done that shit if he did. 3*666. Look at his career, though, in the 60s and everything else. And all his movie franchise of the latest Star Trek. Fucking one of them. He has been all the way along, hasn't he? Pushing this space bullshit. He knows. But isn't it nice to know that we cost them so much money and all of that effort and bullshit because of us? Because the truth is, they wouldn't go through all of this bullshit if it wasn't for the flat earthers calling their motherfucking ass out. But why do they keep giving stuff away? Why do you think? Because they want everyone to see and they want everyone to know the earth's flat. Paul? Jungle Juice? Just waiting for you all to wake up at your own accord. See it. Which they will. People say to me, are you a flat earther? And I say, no, we're all flat earthers. You just don't know it yet. See you, see you, Ma. Good to see you, my brother. I've been in London ski. Nicole, Chrissy, Breezy. So, Martin now is going to do a bit of detective work. I'm going to solve that weird case that is the Salem Witch trials. Okay, now I have friends from Salem, and we're going to look at basically the fuckery of that fire. Absolutely mind-blowing. I haven't seen anything about this until like literally the last couple of days, and it was like I was like, what as usual, mind-blowing stuff. Angel Lovebird, because the biggest thing, because the biggest thing someone wants to do if they are trying to pull a trick on you is to tell you what they're doing in your face. You got it. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's how they do it. Lindsay, yay. Much love, Lindsay. Call for 0. And all of you, much love and happiness to you all. Let's have some fun. Okay, let's get spooky for 5 minutes and think about, it's not actually anything to do with witchcraft. I'm not thinking at this stage of the game. I'm thinking it's to do with more abuses of humanity at this stage of the game, same as it was in the days of Hopkins and the witch finder general in Great Britain. Okay, what you will find with witches at this period is they all share one thing in common. Yeah, they're female. And a lot of, by nature, because they're healthy and they eat herby stuff, they're usually hot. Okay, you don't get warty, ugly witches. You get hot witches. That might play a part of this. Just saying. Okay, let's move on. The Salem Witch Trials by Martin Leaker, Flat of British. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so, and that's that. Oh. Now, the Salem Witch Trials. Now, there are books about it. This is the one from the time, in the nature of witchcraft, and the persons guilty of that crime would be convicted, and the means used for the discovery discussed both negatively and affirmatively, according to scripture and experience, by John Hale. And he's pastor of the Church of Christ in Beverley, Anno Domini I-679H. Anyway, when they say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that peep, to the law and to the testimony, as if they speak not according to the word, and because there are no light in them. And that's from Isaiah. Okay, they're just done a religious ting. Okay, so this was released, looks like a little bit later, I-702, concerning the witch trials, not of the time. I thought, again, a very interesting factor. Okay, so let's have a little bit of background on the witch trials, if we must, and we'll find some stuff about them. I find the details they know of all of the girls that were, alleged witches. They know so many details. You can go and visit their family houses. I thought it was from that far ago. I think that's like, yeah, whatever. So one of the most widely known aspects of Salem is its history of witchcraft allegations, which started with Abigail Williams, Betty Paris, and their friends playing with Venus glass, which is a mirror, and an egg. Venus glass, a mirror, and that is an egg. And they said, because of this form of divination that they brought through, not only evil spirits, but Satan himself. The infamous Salem witch trials began in I-692, and 19 people were executed by hanging because of false accusations. We'll look into them accusations. There was a lot flying around in the day, and we'll try and get to the nitty-gritty of what might have been going on in this terrible community. Okay. Giles Corey was pressed to death for refusing to plead innocent or guilty, thus avoiding the noose and instead dying as an innocent man. So because he wouldn't open his mouth, they pressed him to death. I think that means squished. Where a mentally woman was hanged for murdering her daughter because Massachusetts made no distinction at the time between insanity and criminal behavior. So it's weird, to say the least. Now, I've looked into Venetian glass. It's a form of glass that's like engraved. It's quite beautiful. They pop an egg in, okay, and we'll look at this form of fortune telling called Oomancey with an egg and see what all that's about and what they got actually accused of, which was apparently quite a common thing. Now, here's an old bit of footage, and I give you this film, and it's literally, right, a court trial redone for television in the year 1955. Who's introducing it? It's Walter Cronkite. I'm not even shitting you. Walter Cronkite, the guy that does the Apollo missions PSYOP, gives us all of that. Okay, his science advisor is like, I can't remember his name. And then he does a fake or remake, Walter Cronkite here, look, Salem Witch Trials. So let's have a look at this. And we'll see old Walter now, carrying it out like it's look at old Walter Cronkite there, carrying it out like it's a real case in the modern day, using all the original ones. So here they go, they're screaming and cuffed, and they got these like sort of Puritan type guards. And then what you find is you get a load of young teenage girls, okay, and they are on trial. And then come in all of the jury and the judges, and what you will find is they are all like Puritan, crusty men. Okay, now look at this guy. He's like, look what we got here. Yes, visit you later. So here they are, a bunch of old crusties. Okay, and bring in the jury. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I can sort of see the way this might be going, you know, guys. But we'll dig a bit further. Anyway, the accusations by all of these men of these women, they've been doing naughty things with witchcraft. Like what? Like putting an egg in hot water, sire, and seeing what future it might give for us. It's common practice, isn't it? It's what we do, isn't it? We haven't got the newspapers. No. And look at them. She's having a knit. They're thinking, what the fucking hell are they talking about? So yeah, there's ideas of mass hysteria. They were basically, you know, apparently all teenage girls have sort of spooky shit going down anyways. Younger ones are sort of can be apparently more susceptible to poltergeist activity. But in this case, I think it's a giant cover-up from one fucked up city that is Salem, that one of the earliest in America, has been there since like 1690s. And then, yeah, you're going to get press, mate, and it's not going to be in a nice way either. So this film is a remake, as I said. You can pick it apart later and it'll give you the official narrative, which in itself stinks, okay? Later on, they hang them all, okay? How do you tell a witch? Oh, there's loads of ways to tell if a witch is real, guys. Let's have a look at Oomancey. This is interesting. It really, really is. So Oomancey, okay, refers to divination by eggs, okay? There are several methods of how this can be done. But an example would be the oracular reading or scrying. Look at scrying. It's the same as crying, okay? It's also known as various such as seeing or peeping. Okay, so you're getting visions and peeping into the future, and everyone has got a scrying mirror in their hands or in their. You're looking at a black screen anyway. Of the shapes of the separated egg white forms. When dropped into hot water, the method resembles molten lead divination, which ascribes the meaning of the shapes and the forms which the hot lead solidifies. I'll give you an example, okay? So, the word Oomancey is derived from two Greek words, on, an egg, and materia, or materia, which is divination, which literally translates into egg divination. So it was practiced by the Greeks and the Romans, believed that they could tell the future from interpreting shapes formed when the separated whites from an egg are dropped into water. For example, if an egg white resembled the shape of a bell, that would mean there'd be a wedding would take place soon. And if the egg white resembled, say, a snake, then it would be considered a warning of danger. And they also use this same sort of technology to basically tell you the gender of the birth. But this sort of technology is used in the modern day, believe it or not, by sort of new agey type of people. You can literally roll an egg over a person and it basically relieves the person or takes any negative energies away from the person by rolling an egg over them. Okay, so Norse had a version of Oomancey itself, also a form of scrying, and Mary Bateman as well. This lady, she's supposed to be an English witch from Leeds, but she got accused of basically lying about basically using egg divination by having the answer scraped into a weighted egg sort of affair. So they say. Okay, it said Christ is coming on the message, believed to be precede the end of times. Okay, but it was a con. Okay, she had it stained into the hen egg. So Oomancey and the evil eye. Often in history, the egg has been associated with the evil eye. Egg divination would be performed on a client believed to have received an evil eye. Do you want to know what an evil eye looks like? One of them. I've had one of them. You can buy them in head shops and stuff. I've got one of them. I had one of them. I don't think I have any more. Anyway, the evil eye. When performing this ritual, the egg is passed over the person's body or rolled upon the skin. When it is placed beneath the client's bed or mantle or the altar, after that day, the egg is cracked into a bowl of half full water and then interpreted to see if the client has been given the evil eye. Oh, and with this mother thing as well, they use an egg and they put it between basically a incubate an egg in a woman's breast, and if the egg cracks and the bird comes out like a female and everything's fine, they used to say, oh, well, it's going to be a female baby. Okay. And they use it in modern day as well. Okay. Modern uses and occult practices, traditions in Wicca, paganism, modern witchcraft also use eggs for divination for cleansing and removal of negative energies. It's cultural tradition among Latin Americans to use Oomancey to get rid of the evil eye or brujery done on them, which sounds like voodoo. This practice in Latin America countries dates back to the native shamans of Africa brought to America. So this is an Asian technology, and they got accused of it. And they said that with that and the scrying mirrors, you know, the mirror there, the mirror is an object that reflects an image. Light that bounces off the mirror will show you the image, whatever is in front of it, when focused through a lens of eye of a camera. Mirrors reverse the direction of the image and in an equal and opposite angle from which the light shines upon. Okay, so they used mirrors as well, made from Venus glass, which sounds definitely like Venetian glass. So these mirrors and the Phoenicians, you know, they're sort of putting it in there that there's fuckery that can come through their mirrors, like I've said all along. So yeah, different tests for working out whether you're a witch. The touch test, the most infamous application of the belief of Efflua, is with the touch test used by Andover during primary examination. So the touch test, okay, you can touch, see if that woman's a witch. Okay, and other evidence there. They've also got a cake. I mean, where's that to? Let me have a look. Excuse me. So I'll give you these links, and you can read them for yourself about these weird witch trials, which I don't think were anything other than the cover-up. They're a witch cake as well. That's another one. I'll tell you, if they're a witch, get them to eat some witch cake. Yeah, if they basically poison it to shit, if they don't die, well, then they're obviously a fucking witch, aren't they? Yeah. Or weigh her. If she's heavier than a duck, she's a witch. Or chuck her in the river. If she sinks, obviously the bitch is a witch. Yeah. She jogs. She eats herbs. She's healthy. She looks good. She hasn't got any warts. Obviously, she's not one of us. Obviously, she's a witch. Okay. What really went on? Well, using an alternative narrative. This book mostly is blocked, but it's Sex Abuse Hysteria, Salem Witch Trials Revisited. And there's letters at the time which states there was stacks of allegations. And I'll show you some of these massive children asylums in the pictures of Tartar. And all of them were destroyed in a fire in 1914. Like I said, they won't stop to cover up the bullshit that they've been up to. Okay. So during the last decade, we have witnessed what can only be described as a mass hysteria with regards to child sex abuse allegations in homes and boarding schools, where the potential paedophile has the opportunity of ongoing contact with children. It is probable that the prevalence of child sex abuse is quite high. In contrast, the vicious child custody disputes, where the vengeance element of the opportunity for exclusion of hatred spouse is operative. And daycare centers. Okay, so you're looking at like mass complaints from all of these establishments. Okay, so we're looking at like factors here of, you know, it's just the most fucked up fuckery ever. So this is an alternative idea. Like I said, most of the book is blocked, but there seems to be some like evidence here, lawyers, judges, and the complaints, but they have blocked the entire book from me to view, and I can't find it anywhere else on the archives. So I would say that that was what was going on, same as pretty much the shit that goes on in the modern day. I would say that they fucking tortured and execute these girls to shut them up. And then later on, when it all comes out about all of these homes, etc., this thing happens, the Great Fire of 1914. Okay, so it's the first year of the First World War, the last of the great American fires, like if it's a fucking fad of the day. The Great Salem Fire of June 25th, 1914, destroyed 1,376 buildings and made over 18,000 people homeless or jobless in Salem, Massachusetts. It was among the last great industrial fires that plagued North American cities in the 19th century. Yeah, I know, we've been following and plagued. It's weird, isn't it? All of these cities end up in fucking little tiny bricklets. Of the families it affected, burning homes, or the breadwinner's workplace. Okay, 43% were Franco-American, but so many of the people left jobless after the city's largest employer burned down. Okay, so that put everyone on the streets as well, which we'll see photos of their FEMA camps, etc. So the narrative is a leather tannery went up in flames and had acetone, malachite, alcohol, and celluloids, the stuff you use in basically filming. So it's Dyson agents, but it's used for movies as well. And corn, like the corn god. Yeah, what's the chances? Corn leather factory at 57 Boston Street. And Boston had a fire years before in 1871. What was that, a coincidence? I don't believe in coincidence. So the fire spread quickly across Boston Street. Boston Street, okay, gets me that. Due to a drought. Well, I looked into the weather of Salem, Massachusetts. Although they might get droughts, they're not that boiling hot. And I tell you what, they have the most atrocious winters ever. So it's a load of shit about the police department and the fires and everything else, but it cost them a fuck ton of money. Let's have a look at a panoramic. Nothing left of the city. I got stacks of photos of them to show you right now. So yeah, the city was destroyed. The Tartarian architecture definitely destroyed. I'll show you now beautiful stuff in this city, and a leather fire apparently. So it's a bit like the Chicago story of the cow knocking the lamp over. It's not a massive city, but at the same token, it's got just the most massive masonry, and it's a Tartarian city. So I can't help thinking, because of, you know, all the Bible stories happens in America and Egypt is in America, then is this the real Jerusalem? And is that what they mean, the term, we want Jerusalem and we want it now? Is it a colloquial term for a city where you can just fuck people around? Is that what's going on? Is that what it means? So, yeah, this could have been the original Jerusalem in my head, Salem, you know, guys. And then in the convention, the Flat Earth British Convention, Dave Murphy, allegedly Dave, done a fantastic presentation, and he showed that in one of the last eclipses, I think it was the one in 2018, the eclipse's path went over 7 Salems, absolutely mind-blowing in all different states, and ended in Salem, Massachusetts, so giving it a really, really sort of biblical sort of pointer. Now, there will be another eclipse, 2022, next year, and its epicenter is going to be on New Madrid Fault, guys. So look at it. It's a beautiful Italian city, but look at this, all sticks and mud. Quite large buildings as well, I've got to be honest. There's some, not skyscrapers as such, but the railway station blew my head off. It was an actual castle, a real castle. So there it is, like San Francisco, everyone watching their city burn down again, just like in San Francisco. And there it is, entire center of the city completely gone. The biggest businesses and all the houses, everything completely disappears. Because apparently a raging firestorm, I like to see this happening in the modern day because it would never happen, destroyed the center, the entire center of the city of Salem. This much disappears with all the important stuff. Okay, all them homes and everything else. I'll show you the photos of. So rescued household goods. Okay, so people just bringing whatever they had out of their houses, putting them into fields. And they set up these FEMA camps in no time at all. Massive FEMA camps for the people of Salem. Look at this. Just like Chicago, Boston, San Francisco, and all of the city fires. We got giant stacks left. I guess, and there's the chimney stacks. Nothing else left except for the chimney stacks. Everything falling in his footprint. Nothing, no rubble in the streets. Nothing. Exactly the same as we see on all of the others. And this massive Tartarian architecture. Now we'll take a look at this building. There's something going on with this. This was a sort of railway station in the center. So just rescued what they could. She's got a nice old leather settee there, I must admit. A kid with a pram. So she's smiling. She don't look too bugged about it all. And oh, is that an electric tram? Yeah, it is. And everyone just putting their belongings. And the shells of giant buildings like you see in Richmond, Virginia in the American Civil War. Giant factories, giant warehouses. All gone, all gone. There, look at the size of this plant. Most of the people were actually employed there. That looks like Hiroshima. It looks like Hiroshima, guys. So there's this Leach Street and Lafayette Street. Gone. And you can see the stacks or whatever these are. Yeah, the chimney stacks stay. They don't disintegrate, but the rest does. Let's have a look at these trees. Okay, they're still in leaf. So everything burned to shit. Some of it fell into the street and cracked the street of the masonry. It melted that, the drain pipe. The trees still look in place. The trees still look in place. Could that be because it's direct energy weapons? And there's a girl who rescued a cat. So it was not all bad that day. And the giant FEMA camps set up in no time at all. Here they are, these stacks. All of them remain, nothing else. Trees there. Looks like a leaf tree in there as well, maybe. Look at the size of these places as well. And you'll find now later on, I'll show you these buildings miraculously arrive again and become Tartarian buildings. Well, they stuck up the flag again. But as you can see, these events surely show mud flood because this is below ground level and it goes really, really, really deep. Okay. And there's the giant FEMA camps for the destroyed city. And just like with San Francisco, looks exactly the same. Is we see all the arrivals arriving from the terminal building, and again, just a mass of people all look like they're walking in one direction. The whole population. There's cars at this period because it's 1914. America's not in the First World War for another few years, and some of the top hatters looking like they're parading after a good job done, because that's all it ever is. Good job done. And there's one of the quarantine camps, or the FEMA camps they set up. These look like Mounties, these, don't they? They're doughboys, American military. The duckboard's down, supposed to be in a hot summer. Oh, look at this. Again with the stacks still left. A lot of military about. So I guess he just set up his barber's shop for what he could get. His barber's pole he rescued and set up his barber's. Where's he sleeping? Maybe he's just doubling up and sleeping at night. Buildings in the background look fine, and these trees, but not wrong by here. That's maybe where it was once. And there, everyone getting back on with it, look. Population of Salem. They come up with these tents quick, the military, don't they? They just arrive in no time at all. They got proper quilts as well. Good job, it was in the middle of summer and it was hot for them. That's Derby Street, which is a mud flooder. And these buildings are massive. And that was a nice little shot. Ruins of Orphans' Home. 1914. They got an angel outside. It looks haunting. And like, it's a mud flood. You can see the lower windows. There's half a window there. Again, destroyed. You know, there's no coinkydink, guys. They're destroying like orphans' homes and these places where they've done all this shit going down. and do whatever they can to cover it up as well. And they're doing the same thing in the nowadays, but they can't get away with it, can they? Because everybody's getting to know. How many people now trust the royal family and you know, when they know what they know? Nobody anymore. It's fucking busted. Long time. So this is basically St. Margaret's Church ruins, and check this church out. It's something. It's got all wires hanging out here where something's gone off the tower. See all the wires? Bit of Phoenician statuage going on, but she's a monster. I don't know what the size of that window would have been. Whew. So she's just in ruins. So yeah, that came as a shock. Let's have a look at it a little bit time after. Some of these are stroppy images, but they're all around. Some of them, well, in fact, a lot of these before the fire and some of them after. But this is a stroppy image. You can see these buildings. See the windows? All mud flooded. Door up in the air, and there's a door like literally above that window. There's a door or a window top below it. So they're all mud floods. This is definitely the old world, as you can see. 1841 it says on this Greco-Romano temple, and then you've got this perfect example of Tartaria next to this Greco-Romano temple. Complete the two together, completely separate. The cover up. So yeah, all mud flood there. And I would say, again, with these columns really short, this door disproportionate. Again, I would say this thing goes lower. We got a date on there of 1861 to 1891, apparently. And we got a bell tower, apparently. And there's all mud flood windows on that one as well. So she's a mud flood city. And there's a witch finder. Apparently wants to do the touch test on a load of teenagers to see if they're a witch or not. And Salem Air Station, look at that. Search and rescue. They have a witch on a witch, like a fasces basically, with plasma coming out of it for a broom. They know, all right. And some of these pictures, I'm sorry I can't blow them up. Let me get them, excuse me, like that, a bit better. And you can see these colorized images. These are beautiful city. Look at this one. Oh, it's quite small there. Beautiful tree-lined avenues, and there's that warehouse there, a giant, company that got torched. We were just looking at, and check out their station. Oh, that guy's too small. It's like a castle. It's like a castle. So there is in the modern day. They've saved really, really small. They've got a folly in the middle of a park, which is basically a bunco booth. And all of these Tartarian type buildings with portals. Now check there. There's the railway station in the centre of the city by the look of it. It's got Boston on there as well. And it just pulls out. And basically, it's a two-towered granite castle. It's a castle. You see it destroyed. There's apparently the signature of one of said witches. The Salem's, what is that? Massachusetts Normal School. Yeah, because it wasn't normal before. And that looks a nice place to go. The Salem Diner. Oh, I'd love to go to American Diner. I'm one of those American Diner women asking me if I want apple pie. Yes, please. Look at all this. You want apple pie? Yes, please. Oh, where are you from? I'm from Wales. Look. Where are you from? Wales land, isn't it? There it is in the front. It looks like a castle. It is a castle, isn't it? Set in the 19th century, Northeast Massachusetts, a fucking big castle, which they changed into a railway station. That looks really off, doesn't it? Like it doesn't belong in there at all. There you go. We've got to hide that castle, and it's really big. So let's just make it into a railway station. There you are. There's another one. A definite castle. It's a mud flood. The things they do. And there it is again. It's got a clock tower on the one side fitted. But it had a terrible fire in the 1950s and got destroyed. Yeah, this gets destroyed. 1950s. Check that out. It's beautiful, isn't it? But again, all of it looks like you're just looking at the top of the city and the rest is in mud. This looks like too short, like there's more going on with it underground. So there it is. It got like tarted up a bit after its ruination in when cars are in this period, 1950s. And then they built it all back up again. So they say. And they had electric trams, no problems. Electric tramage. And there's that castle again in the background right there. Vanilla Sky Age. Salem's storage warehouse furniture stored. So I'm guessing a lot of people had furniture left over maybe after the events hanging round. So they paid for furniture. But maybe there's something else going on and people got a lot of furniture hanging around. Who even knows? Right. Curiosities and other stuff, guys. That's enough of Salem Witch Trials. I think that there was definitely a load of noncy fuckery going on and they covered it all up. And even 100 years later, and they just give you the false bullshit fucking narrative that these were witches, etc., etc. Well, what was really going on was a load of dirty old bastards. So this came up out of the water. Are you sure you're seeing this right? So I don't know. I thought first of all it was a dog with somebody went and put like a plastic glove material on the bottom of it. But let's look at it closer under closer scrutiny and see what we think. 800 of you watching off British Man League channel. Thank you so much for popping by. Please, please, please share this video out. Share this video out. There's loads of people out there bored. Look, is this a mermaid? They hide its face. Or is it a dog? It looks a bit rubbery there. It's only got two hands on the front, though. Right. Let's have another look. Let's have another look. So that bit there looks manny, doesn't it? Looks like a man with a fishtail on. Yeah, doesn't it? Two arms. Oh, they're a bit skinny, though. They're like twigs, actually. Oh, no, I'm not sure. Oh, no, they're not men's arms. Oh, fuck. Ooh, that's weird. All right, that wasn't men's arms. I got that wrong. Ugh. Oh, I don't know. Just saying they have shit like this on them. Anyway, so I'm going to come back because I'm going to need to mute microphone. I'm going to show you some images. Right, now this is a bit sad. This was yesterday morning out Mel's back garden. We were enjoying a beautiful bit of sunshine and playing with the dogs. It's going to maybe be upsetting because you're going to see Bladed. She passed away this morning, but I'm going to do it because I want him to live in eternity on Flat Earth British. Okay, so yeah, we went to visit this week. I've been out and about in the north of England, or actually the Midlands of England, looking at groovy old churches. This one's in the middle of a town called Newark, and look at that for a ceiling. So we had a walk around, took some photographs. I've taken photographs of the outside. It's supposed to be, I think it's like Saxon times. I think they said it was 1300s anyway. But the organ in there is fantastic. Everything is carved of wood. So that's nice with the sun. And there's their tile floor. And they had a few graves. That's Mellige's granddaughter striking a pose on the altar. Doing the angel. What we got here is there was a few deados, as you would expect in a church. And this one died 18th of March, J8 squiggle 2. J8 squiggle 2. So even on the 8s. Beautiful little church. That one was a J722. Okay. Look at this. You ever seen this before, guy? The J3rd of April. The J3rd of April. Or is that an I? The J3rd of April. Never seen that before. Have you? J3rd of April. The 54th year. That was I686. And there's some more deados there. That's a J723. And they had some spooky paintings. There's a devil there on one side, a medieval chap on the other. And they had some, what looked like fine artworks. In fact, they were fine artworks just hanging up in there, which I found astounding, especially next to candles. So that was quite good. They had a groovy, massive organ. I mean, huge. Now, if you do have a test, okay, don't worry. All will be well. This is a certificate of quality for SARS and CVDIDIC, okay? That's the test you get, self-testing. And like, it's all like, you don't get a date. In fact, you don't really get British. You just get a load of Chinese stuff, which says, yeah, you fucking passed. Everything's okay. What a load of fucking bullshit this place is. So yeah, here's a video here. I'm going to show you that now. I'm going to put the... So what we're going to find here for the next 20 minutes or so, okay, is a little bit of video. After this, I got some more curio to go, okay, and then we got some images of the day, other stuff. Stick around. I'm going to just come back. I'm going to show you a bit of comical film of myself, Mel, out and about. 1,300 of you watching overall. Okay, let's give you all a massive, big, fat thumbs. That's hard to say. And love vibrations outwardly into the ether. Epic, isn't it? So, are we having fun yet? So, we have Free Press 666. Good to see you, Simon. Good to see you, King Snuggle Gerson. Good to see you, Mac. Anthony's in the house. Howard's in the house. Hippie Shake's in the house. Bernard's in the house. Bill's in the house. Free Press. I said that. Alan's in the house. Kelly. Jungle Juice. And Breezy Window. And Denise is in the house. OG's in the house. And John is in the house. And, ooh, wow, interesting. It's all interesting on Flat Earth British. We all learn stuff together. Lee, Joy, chord music. So I'm going to share a video now. I'm going to mute my microphone because I need to show you the volume. So this is me out. We basically walk for about 3 hours to get to this village called Flintam to find about this mystery. Okay, so the mystery is, okay, well, I'll tell you now, is this. And I will share you this experience. Now, is Edan Hall. Now, it's only a few miles away from where my friend lives, and apparently it's just the maddest Tartarian building you've ever seen in the middle of nowhere. It's a health spa now. We couldn't really get in there, but we have researched it. Apparently, you know, this place has been an electronics college, a maggot factory, some sort of chapel in it with a giant steel hole in the floor. This place is really dodgy, guys. Okay, some fuckery has been going on there, but apparently it was literally bombed or had a bombing accident from the nearby airbase. So we went in like investigating that because basically, you know, like how the Halifax explosion, okay, in the First World War in Halifax, Nova Scotia, was the worst explosion outside of Hiroshima, they say. The entire city is like smithereens, 1.5 miles to 2 miles disintegrated. And this explosion has apparently reached miles away that we're going to show you now, talk about now, and taken out this Edan Hall or damaged it. We can't work out what's happened because nowhere else has been affected locally. But what seemingly is this damage of this explosion of a crashed Lancaster bomber in World War II, as we will show you. But first, videos of Martin out and about. Basically, I got hold of this book, the Doomsday Book, out of a telephone box. That was a sort of library. Can't establish whether the books were free or not, but I had one anyway. You'll see. Don't worry. It all works out, as you'll see. So let me definitely mute my microphone for a minute. Enjoy.
Getting a book on my head.
Don't do that.
What? It's just
That's that card that was serving all over the place.
oh yeah, local library delivery service. This is out in the villages.
I'll take you back.
You need a book? We bring you a book.
Whoa, going. Oh, it's better.
Sorry about the joltiness. Oh no, it's doomsday. So anyway, where are we?
Fucking nowhere. Fucking hillbilly fucking country. Fucking dueling banjos now in a minute. Let's get on. Right.
We are
Is it on
at an
now?
RAF base
Any mushrooms?
in Newark,
How's the mushrooms?
and this was somewhere where
Let's kidnap a mole.
well, the
Take 'em on the
families
road.
used to live apparently back in the RAF days. But this place is like a whole estate, a whole little village,
We
and
get
it's
in
all
there.
dropped to bits.
No.
And they just left it
We get in there.
and just put this crappy fence up. No, I don't think so. I ain't going in there. I'm not going in there, mate. You carry on with RAF. See where your chinook gets you. Go on.
That's the village.
Get in there, mate. Go on.
No, because I'm not going on my own. We'll have to come back to one town. I want to go in there.
Well, yeah, I'll do that.
Go ghost town. Be perfect for it.
Yeah, well, hear what? I'm not up to it. How Hitler? I'm not up to it.
Alright. I want to show things you do in life. I'm not carrying this fucking book.
You are?
No, it's going on my head all the way home. Like we did back in the home country. Yeah?
Yeah.
It actually feels quite nice. Yo!
Hi.
Cyclists do not do yo. Obviously.
They did?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. They do yo. Probably just think I'm mental to saying I am.
Do the dog. Thank you.
I was going to get to that post before I dropped it. Try this way. That's better.
Right, so when we get around this corner.
I wonder if I'm the first person in reality to ever have the Doomsday Book on their head. Carry it, I mean. Maybe the original was carried. Maybe this is like a sacred purpose in life that I know.
Yeah, pilgrimage.
Pilgrimage. I have to carry the Doomsday Book on my head for fucking miles.
Yeah.
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 We only got out of the village yet, you do realise that. I know. Might be some time. Kidnappers! Kidnappers!
Oh dear.
We're safe.
Hilarious.
We have a dog. We're down in a little village. Oh, I don't know.
How this video is going to end up.
They're probably really, really friendly and stuff. They probably are. No. It's like there's that in the countryside before, like, they just got about a more.
Been smashed by some atomic blast in the 1940s, which went approximately, and it's probably nearly 2 miles, or at least 1.5 miles, to Edan Hall from this point at the top of this hill.
Maybe that's what this is. Maybe just
So that's what yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. So this is meant to be our base where people used to live. We don't know when this was built. Got to do a bit of, you know, bit of research on it, maybe. But yeah. So it's what it is. And it goes on and on. It's quite big.
Cool. Well, there's not much else happens in that. We were out and about, basically, finding out about this Edan Hall. I've got a bit more footage to show you. We found another hall as well called Flintam Hall, which was absolutely insane, to say the least. And we found a weed-free van, which is really, really cool as well. I'll just show you that now. And you'll see what I mean. A weed-free van. And I got another little bit of footage to show you as well. Hope you do enjoy. Okay, so. Hi there, Flatterday, Martin speaking, out with Mel and Chris, my friends. I'm visiting some fantastic building. Check this out. So it's called Flintam Hall. Yeah? And it's a massive titanium building. And I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere here, guys. Just nothing here at all. Except for this. Wow.
Where is that? That's inside the conservatory. Look at the wall. It's filled off with it.
Look at this place. Wow. There's a bit of holly on that.
Crazy, man.
So you can't see the front of the hall unless you go around the other side.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's a weird one, this, isn't it?
What we got here? 17 J789.
J789.
3 J789.
Oh, what's that?
The third
Of
J7.
April. J7.
But April's the 4th month.
Ah. A few 1800s. Oh, there's geese going over. Oh, I missed that. So I've
that was proper J.
Hey guys, I've got a book here I just picked up, absolutely free. I think they were free.
Out of the TARDIS.
Out of a telephone box that I was full of books and CDs. So I found this, the Doomsday Book, or the Domesday Book. So basically, I'm going to carry it back. It was definitely free.
But wait.
But it's a purpose built because there's not going to be anything pre-1800 here, you know.
Well, there's a J789 up there. J789.
Look at that stone on that.
Check this. It's got a little torch. Look at the line of the church. It's a star fort.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, here it is, isn't it? Look at that.
Well, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on.
One of them places that's built on top of something just to look like something. I guarantee you won't see anything before 1800 here.
J789.
Well, what did I say about putting the one on? Yeah.
What's
Food scraper.
Look. I'm 29 years old.
J789.
Investigation, eh? Ooh, let's just investigate. Let's see what this is. Oh.
What's coming out from there?
Huh? I don't even
Coming
know.
up from there.
I don't even know what it is.
Hey,
Looks like
on that one.
I don't know.
So what's under
Something
there?
underneath. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to think. That's what I'm
It
thinking of.
needs all the air.
Oh, for a little tiny chapel. Look,
There's
look.
another one up there.
Yeah, the back bit is way older. Look at the back bit. Nice big tree there. Not many graves in here.
Even that thing where it's part of the body and then being in perfect health. Yeah.
Huh.
You'll see the rest of it's underground.
Oh, he's got the ISIS, the Jesuit symbol here. Like a Celtic cross.
Where the Jesuits and the Celts, they started the same thing. We've got swastikas.
I know whom.
1920,
What's that say, Mel? You're good at reading these things.
I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that which I have committed unto him.
Mm-hmm. Naughty boy.
Jim 112.
Oh, the sound of that.
Again, the sunset literally loads of soap dying on the 77th year. We've got the third one too.
That's a nice one.
Okay.
Well, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Anyway, 919 if you're watching. Right, now, I'm going to give you all a few shouts. Anybody wants to ask any questions, going to try and catch up with chat in a minute. And I'll tell you what's next now. We are going to be looking at people who have sent in flat images and book covers, which is a tradition on Flat Earth British. And when basically just you can send pictures in for anything particularly. But if you have purchased Holy Grail of the Great Reset, and we're going to look into some funny pictures and other stuff. Okay, are you ready? Okay, when I'm coming back. How do, Jeffrey Bale? Good to see you, my friend. And Mo's in the house. And I grew £0.5 pound of free weed this year. Did you, Mo? That's nice to know. Ooh, look at you. Okay, Noel. It's not actually the same in Britain as it is in America land or Canada or wherever you are. I think it's Canada, isn't it, Mo? Howard. I think Shatners are Canadian. The shame he brings on your country. Samoa Zia, weed free. DJ, good to see you. Stephen. Dallas. Okay, Jeffrey Bale. Oh, Evergreen. Hippie Shakers in the house, obviously. He always is. Neolia. And the Bard, who is Kim. Looks like fun. It was fun. We had a fun week. Always have fun. We have real time. History hunting. Dan MC, good to see you. I'll show you a little bit about that breed and all. Now, what's Mr. Breezy Windflower saying? That's so pretty. And Lindsay Ashcroft. And Jenny Kins. And I am Karios and Angela. So I'm here if you want to ask any questions. It's been a weird as fuck week, but I think it's been an important week for the flat earthers and for the truthers in general, everywhere in the world, because we all realized how powerful and how fantastic all of this really, really is, and what we exactly do here and the difference we make. Look at Rob Skeeper, you know, he will live forever in eternity. His books are out there, his information, he's touched us all, you know, he's there. It's like he fucking did it. He did it. And he will live in our hearts forever as a great truther. And he lived well, he was a good man, and he died on the right side of history. And you know, that guy, you know, you can't put a price on that stuff, you know. So that's a fabulous thing. So yeah, fabulous the way the truthers rallied around this week. Really, really something. Wow. Our neck of the woods, Bernard. So I've got another little bit of footage I want to show you. I'll show you a little bit later because I don't want to be blubbing basically at this sort of part of the vlog. But I will show you this towards the end, and it's a little bit of footage of my friend Blade, who is no longer with us, and just general loveliness of life, okay, to be appreciated. So here we go, on with the next part of the show, and I will be back to have a shout with you all and have a chat with you all. Is Adam Cook in the house? Thank you as well, my Adam Cook. Rock Krill. I want to thank each and every one of you for bringing your vibration to this chat today. We've had on Flat Earth British Tartar channel and on Mountain League channel over 1,000 people watching, and on Facebook as well on a Flatterday knife, which is really, really something. Okay, in YouTube terms, nice one. So Plain Drifter, D'Angelo, Jenkins, and see Coops in the house as well. Sorry I didn't see you earlier. Rob Scuba will live forever. Yeah, man. Truthers just fucking Tartar force. Jazz Soldier. Okay. Jazz Soldier. I can't show Blades right now, Mel, because that was just, I'm not going to be able to do it. I tried earlier and it's just too much for me. So I want to talk about this as well, which I basically missed on my last vlog. Okay, guys. And it is evidence, I've written down, of mud flood in the Bible. Okay, mud flood in the Bible. Is it in the Bible? Yeah, it is. So what I will do, I will show you some trippy images of reset in the form of weird ass 1300s apparently Hieronymus Bosch. Okay, just for visuals while I read this out. Okay, we'll do that as well because I forgot last week. So, we love you, Matt. You know, that's really, really nice. But I would like a big virtual hug right now of all of you, and I'm going to give you all a virtual hug right back. Okay. Thank you. Felt that. Anyway, hi Gary, my brother. Hi Bloodsport. I must not get emotional on live feeds. I must not get emotional on live feeds. Okay then. Okay, I'm better. I'm okay. On the show. So there it is, Edan Hall. As you can see, it's an incredible Tartarian building. We did go like walking for like 10th of never to try and find out. And this conservatory and bits on here were flattened by this apparent disaster that we're looking to earlier. There it is in the past. Edan Hall, originally known as Middleton Hall, was built by a firm of London contractors for Robert Middleton Esquire, completed 1875. But we found out when we researched into it, guys, apparently there's some evidence of it being there as early as the 1600s, blah, blah, bullshit. And as you can see on mud flood windows here, lower levels, the place is a mud flooder. So there they are, 25 people, apparently, built this. As a young man, Robert Middleton was a student under Minister of Newark, Congressional Church, blah, blah, blah. The house was named Middleton's House, and it had a chapel. Okay, and the Baptist, basically around 1872, the local newspaper described the building as novel on an extensive scale. So even then, it was a novelty, and even then, it was massive, and it is in the middle of absolutely fucking nowhere. So it's got a chapel, a pulpit for around 200 people. Apparently, it has an iron tank sunk into the floor. I wonder what that's all about. And they have gilt pipes. They are self-acting, which I guess are ones who have them wheels with the music on them. Self-acting gilt pipes, which played up to 30 sacred tunes. 30 sacred tunes. Not only them bells as well. So it was steeped in tradition. Beautiful furniture. Apparently, Emperor Napoleon III, which is the nephew of Napoleon, stayed there as well. So it was a Dresden connection. And there it is. Look at this place. So they have Westminster chimes in it. It's across the charming courtyard. Once with stables, coach houses, blah, blah. It's a lofty clock tower. Okay, the clock had 4 dials, each 5 foot in diameter, which could be illuminated at night. And the hour was struck by a bell weighing 100 CUT, so 100 weight. And Westminster chimes rang out every quarter hour on smaller bells. And the clock tower was also a carillon, which played a different tune each day of the week. So this is like an acoustic fucking factory. And then this happened in World War II. And we have found 2 narratives, and we don't know which one's real. We interviewed a lady at a pub who brought me an history book, which didn't help whatsoever. But during World War II, on the evening of December the 8th, 1942, a beautiful conservatory on the southwest end of Middleton House was sadly destroyed. An accidental release of a bomb loaded from a Lancaster bomber was, of course, Lancaster bomber. Yeah, it was a real fucking bomber, man. Lancaster bomber. Yeah, bum your city out, man. What a bummer. As it started its operational mission. So how the fuck did it let go of a bomb? And what kind of bomb was it to reach all them miles away? Don't know. Several casualties were reported among the RAF personnel, as well as damaged windows in the East Stoke Church. Why not take a virtual tour of property, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, there's another narrative as well, is there was an accidental bomb release, and we don't know what is going on, but some fuckery. And what kind of explosives was that to reach that far away is beyond us. We don't know what's going on. So if you have sent bookages, we have some of you here. So here's Psycho Dave, and we're going to have a little recap in case you don't know, just to cheer us all up if we are feeling a bit weird, which we're not, because we're feeling happy because we're on Flat Earth British. Let's remember Regina, who's smoking dabs in a swimming pool, reading my book, basically last summer. So Regina, chilling out of Flat Earth British shit. having the dabs in a pool in Las Vegas land. Yeah, it's not fair, is it, guys? Somebody watching me in the back. There she is. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Epicness, a flat earth British. So I have a Flat Thumbs t-shirt on right this minute. So oi oi, Flat Thumbs, you get them. I got t-shirts. I sell shit below this video. Dave put a sacred Flat Earth British, the Holy Grail of the Great Reset, and the Holy Grail of our Flat Earth sort of shrineage, batch monkey split skin standing up. Very nice touch. American Spirit Tobacco. I've got some myself. And Buds in a Budding. This basically his backy box and a big tub full of. Well, it smells all right there, Dave. You're doing all right there, my old China. There he is. Don't want us, Dave. Ah, sorry, I will forgive you. You were born in 1971. No, you weren't. Don't lie. You're the same age as me. And there's his old girl, who's his friend, who's a dog age. So there's Manny, who sent me or posted another video today. Ooh, who's this beautiful lady? Who's this very, very beautiful lady? I'm not going to tell you. Keep that for myself. Who is it then? I'll give you one guess. That's right. It's Lindsay. It's Lindsay Ashcroft who's in the chat right now. I know. So Johnny from Hibbler Productions went over to New York. Well, he's in New York. No, LA. That's right. Took some photograph in front of a crazy Phoenician building. You know, Santos Bonacci. Well, what a lovely smile he's got there, and he's really getting funky with the old Flat Thumbs. In fact, we got a double Flat Thumbs from Santos Bonacci. Double Flat Thumbs, Santos Bonacci. With Infinity thrice. And this lady sent this book. She bought my first book. It's in reverse. Ooh. But that's nice, and nice happy hat as well. So well done, you. If you want to end up, and somebody sent me that in a bowl of fruit as well, which I can't remember, but in lemons and apples and a lovely garden. I'm happy about that. And the blue on the bowl is very, very nice as well. It goes with my book and the photography. So yeah, if you want to send these in, you just email me, martin@leetka7gmail.com. Flat thumbing, holding up one of my books. Just some really, really cool, flat earthy, Britishy sort of stuff. I will post them and show everyone in the world on Flat Earth British. Yo. So let's have a little giggle about some stuff and have a think about some important historical subjects like this. Book covers. Muff diving for beginners. Oh, for God's sake, man. Put my bloody skirt on and get stuck in by Smell Me Fanny. Smell me fanny. Smell my fanny. Smell my fanny. We love historical studies. We learned so much on Flat Earth British. And I don't know. That's just the whore of Babylon coming in to spoil the day with a bad breath and halitosis. That's a Van Eyck picture. We're going to look a little bit about genies. And what them ladies in the witch trials we're talking about is parasitical, which I don't actually think at this stage of the game of this in the enlightening or whatever's happening now is even because we can fuck them off. So the big book of pretty pussies. So I am bored. So I'd have a look, see what it's like. I love cats. Pussies, lovely. Pilots, too many missions, can't stay awake in the air, take amphetamines. Watch out, Canadians. Here comes the US AP. So yeah, if you were in the RAF or the American Air Force or the Canadians in World War II or any time in the past, to stay awake, they give you fuck tons of amphetamines. And if you're in the American Air Force in Luftwaffe, even better, methamphetamine. So that's all. Basically, it didn't win in the war though, because they were too off their shitty faces to get it right, probably. Absinthe. Look at this. So there's a thing that if you drink absinthe, apparently you can materialize a green woman, a green demon woman. Okay? Yeah, apparently you trip this green demon woman when you have absinthe in an absinthe color. And she's got wings and she looks just like that. I know, just as I spoke, everybody's just Googling where the fuck can I get some absinthe. Don't do that. I'm just saying that's what happens if you drink absinthe. Also, the narrative, Google yourself. No, don't look into it. Just take my word for it. Okay? Drink absinthe, she shows up. Don't drink absinthe. Were the Egyptians into magic mushrooms? I think they were. Here is an Egyptian. She's walking over. I think that's safe to presume. She's a she. Yeah. With some sort of thing holding magic mushrooms. Yeah, she's taking magic mushrooms off for sacred purposes. So here's a nice beach. I don't know what's going on with this line here, but that looks quite uniform. It's quite straight line, and that does there. It's like it's a big wall. It's just something just came down. But yeah, strange geology. What's going on with it, I couldn't quite say. But what I'm finding with a lot of these seasides is just the remains of ancient cities. This is a remake, reproduction lamppost, but they're reproducing sort of antiquitech flavour, Phoenician leaves, etc. But it's in Dublin. In Island Land. And this Polish artist, as I put this onto my community post this week, he knows what's going on. He's on it. And somebody said they should have had another appendage rather than Pinocchio's nose. I don't think it would have worked the same because Pinocchio, his nose grows when he lies. So I think this, the message is his nose is grown. It's a lie. There's a guy in the mud, and then he's got like the Washington Memorial. So, like all Pauls, he is on it, and he knows what's going on. I think he might be watching Flat Earth British and other channels like Wise Up and stuff. So, I posted about the Art of Triomphe covered in shit. Yeah. Well, apparently it's this arty-farty Spanish guy. Yeah. And he's into like, oh, I will cover your buildings in some sort of cloth, and that will be an artistic expression. Let me cover the Tate in cloth or coverings. He's done it with this. And he's done it with the Art of Triomphe, some Spanish. I don't want to say his name because it's too stupid for my Brian. And yeah, even a parish bridge, they've gone to the effort during lockdown when all the wheels fall into fucking pieces to cover it up with sticky bad plastic in a Blue Peter style and fashion. Is that stupid? Or maybe it's just me. Is it flammable? It looks really, really flammable. Is it paper? Is it waxed? Because it'd be really tempting for some sort of pyromaniac nutcase to see if this will burn, wouldn't it? No, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Here is Ronnie and his hideous Gorgon wife. Actually, she's a golem. She's a golem. She was bred as a golem. And then in the Terracotta's army. Yeah. Look, we're one of the Terracotta armies. Look, Nancy. Oh, poor Ronnie, though. You got to feel sorry for him, haven't you? Not really. Don't worry, they had a nice psyop, pretending he got shot and everything. He was fine 2 months later. It was just a psyop because he was basically mental. So they had to get rid of him, keep him out of the way. The last photograph, 1955, ever took of Stan and Ollie. I didn't know Ollie had a little Hitler moustache. Yeah, he did, Stan. He died. He got thin and he died. But he lasted. He was a Brit, actually. Old Stan Laurel. Look at the name as well, Laurel, isn't it? Laurel leaves. Now, this is Nikolai Tesla, triple fucked. I mean, triple fucked. He looks like Skeletor. He looks like a walking fucking dead man. Look at him. Later in life, and he's talking to King Philip, who's the king of Yugoslavia at the time. And he's meeting him because he meets up with like royalty and shit because he's basically obviously one of them. And he's transfixed the young kingage of Yugoslavia of what Tesla is telling him. I'm wondering what he's telling him. So, yeah, having a chat with the young king, as Tesla does. Double fuck Tesla. Here is a father and son who served in the German army in the First World War. And they've got a letter of mummykins. And he's reading out the letter. And his dad's like, oh, what is she saying, son? What is she saying? She's like telling him about like, I cooked some beautiful apple strudel and all lovely German stuff that they can't have because they're going to get blown to smithereens shortly. Oh, I wonder how that went on. I hope they never got killed. Anyway, in the old days, there was a treatment. No, this is nothing to do with pandemic. This is not a horror film. This was a treatment for freckles and blemishes. Like, I think freckles are fucking like epic on a chick. Yeah. They literally add to it. Yeah. Freckly noses. What man don't like freckly noses on a girl? Yeah. I'm just saying, this is weird. So they're getting rid of freckles and blemishes, but putting these things on, which is like basically just fuck up your face completely, I guess. I don't know. But that was a treatment in the past. As idiotic as it sounds, that's what they did. This is a folly phone. A folly phone. It was invented by this gentleman whose name I can't recall. What did it sound like? It didn't sound like anything because it was a folly phone. I know. This guy was the first guy to invent an underwater apparatus with ball bearings in its knees, in its ankles, and like Robbie the Robot style, in its elbows. And basically, it could actually bend and do shit underwater. He practiced using it at the bottom of the either the East or West River, but in New York, he was at the bottom of the river. I think it was 60 meters down or something ridiculous, and tested it to great success with the ball bearings in his diver's suitage. Now, if you wanted to score some crack cocaine back in the 80s when it first came out, when they all said it was funky and shit, would you score it off? You score it off Bushy, man. Bushy. And you notice how Bush got the Northern Lights out the window? He ain't in the Oval Office. So yeah, we got Bush here, who is showing you a bag full of crack cocaine. He's saying, you want to score? Yeah, just pick up. I'll sort you out. Speed dial me, baby. So yeah, these American fucking presidents, just the same as all the rest. Fucking scummy drug dealers, guys. You know, you fucking know it. I know. Here's a happy hat I used in the past. Great invention, actually. It's a radio. It's got an aerial. It can pick up transmissions from many, many miles away. And it's got a little speaker as well. So it actually plays music while you're walking around or reading your newspaper, smoking a fatty bombati, or whatever it is you do in middle America in a time gone by. That's a happy hat. I don't think it looks stupid. I think it looks wicked. I'd wear it. I'd have lights on it, though. So here's American troops. No, they're not in D-Day. They're going to land in Algeria. So from my studies, they're going to have a real fucking shit time in the next 10 minutes or so. So they're in a landing craft. All young men. They're having a little smile. They're not puking up, so the weather's okay. But in a minute, they're going to have a whole fuckload of bombs and guns on them landing on the Algerian shore because they had a bit of heavy shit going on. So, message I was going to tell you about earlier, but it's now. Okay, magic is really quite simple. I've been telling you this all along, guys. Okay, don't worry about the Gandalf-y looking dude. He's Welsh. His name is Merlin. He's a close personal friend. All you've got to do is want something and then let yourself have it. And let yourself have it. That's the key, guys. You've got to let yourself have it. If you've got any doubts in your head, don't think I should have that, or it won't come. But if you know you're ready, the universe knows you're ready, you let yourself have it. Nothing else is. It's you. This is your reality. You're manifesting it, guys. It's you that's letting it have it. It's you. All of these things that happen to you, it's all you, guys. And let yourself have it. Have abundance. Have good health and happiness first, guys. That's all that's important here. Everything else is a bonus. Let's have a little look at Acon, man, reading on the toilet, where most inventions are apparently done, because apparently, like, it makes you think. I'm a crap. I don't know. I always read everything. I always take my phone usually to the toilet, thinking about that with them spying down the camera. I bet everyone takes their phone to the toilet, and I bet like Google got about 10 billion images of everyone having a shit in the mornings. I know what you're thinking now. Oh shit! I have a look at my phone when I'm taking a dump. Yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah. Siri hears them plopping, you know. Plop, plop. No, it's fucked in it, guys. Get rid of your phone before it's too late. So, in the past, battleships had massive guns. Big, shiny guns. And they also had Phoenicians. Wings open on a battleship. This is a fake nuclear bomb. Look at that. Southeastern Cathedral Road, Crystal Palace, high level for trains in London. So I'm guessing this is the Crystal Palace exposition-y type affair, but you know, what is that up there for a start off? It's fake, isn't it? Is it real? Or how can it be that big? And what is it doing there in that period? It's a bit big, isn't it? What's operating it? What's shifting it around? What the fuck is going on in my brain right now? So, American Civil War, apparently they had these siege machines on rails, they ship back, etc. But apparently they're putting steel balls in, which is shit. So is this just a psyop where they're showing the steel balls and they're putting them in and everything? Because it all seems rather contrived, doesn't it? Big steel gun, advanced machinery, small wooden platform, heavy ball. Doesn't really go. And the train cannon of the past, this big. And they were massive in the 1800s too. They were here, the Crystal Palace. There it is, looks set up. Could that have been real? The size of it is bigger than any ship's gun. It's absolutely fantastically big. And they had it on exposition in the Crystal Palace. Wow. Looks so futuristic, doesn't it? And there's a siege machine for the First World War, but a little bit of a wreck. It's got tracks on it. That one's got a wheel. It's capped. So they had a tradition in the wars, in the Great War, and they dropped giant bombs. I can't imagine the damage this ordnance would do if it exploded. But they like to write shit on them as well, like iron rations. That's rather unkind, actually. Here's your iron rations. That is going to like kill hundreds of men, just that bomb. A present from Canada and something present to Fritz or whatever. So insulting as well. So it's jolly unfriendly, isn't it? So yeah, 1918, 4th of April was just coming to its conclusion. And they write on them for some reason. So I don't know what's happening with this. If it's a massive wheels, Mountain Civil War, but whatever it is, the stuff's missing on it. Whatever's on you. I don't know what that is. The wheels are just huge, though. Or whatever was on there isn't there now. I thought it was a plow at first, but obviously not. Okay. The thugs were out for revenge, and there was no escape. But Billy had a good plan. You keep them busy with blowjobs, and I'll run for help. And what makes that a good plan, Billy? Honest. The tale of a young man finding a career in the oral sex business. Is that James Dean? Looks a bit James Dean-y, doesn't it? So you got to be quick on a mark in this place, guys. That's just a guy thinking on his toes. But, you know, that's a bit unkind. But smell my finger. It's been in the dark side. Now, I just want to comment on this, guys. I don't think that's right at all. You can't really say, oi, kid, smell my finger. Daft. If I was to go, oi, kid, come here. What? Smell my finger. I don't think that would be acceptable in this reality. I think I would probably get in serious trouble. So how come Darth Vader's going, oi, kid, smell my finger? Disgusting reality we live in. It all needs sorting out anyway. Okay. Constipation Street. Rita Fairclough, 14 boiled eggs and a treacle tart. Oh, poor old Rita. She had a terrible time. Married for years to Fingers Fairclough. Everyone in Britain knew. She didn't. No. Everyone was watching Constipation Street thinking, Rita, he's fucking Fingers Fairclough. Everyone knows. Why don't you? And she's like, I'm going to get rid of him and marry him off to Deirdre anyway. So here's Shatner. Such a stud. Look at him. Spockage. Yeah. Which is this his rational side? His rational Vulcan side? Or is this his human, I'm a horny bastard side? I don't know. But looks like William killed it a little bit in the past on the old fluff front. Oh, her skirt's a little bit too short. I can see her underwear. That's disgusting. And there he is, spotting curve. The only curve that he did see. Because out of them windows, looked exactly the same as God's Flat Earth posted, as Santos Bonatti showed, exactly the same on ground level as it did out the window. It's supposed to be 66 miles up. Bullshit. She don't look happy because she knows that they're eyeing her jugs up and it's not polite. So let's have a look at some of the aliens, women. Now, I'll just make a comment here. I think the Mudflood babes knock spots off of sci-fi babes. Definitely. Except maybe Andromeda. Maybe. Or 6 as 9, the new one. Aurora, Lula. Oh yeah, I haven't forgot about it. Okay, the green woman that William Shatner actually done the green tango with. Yeah, yeah. And the three witches from another episode of Star Trek that I can't remember. She was all right too, wasn't she? But like I just said, guys, yeah, Mudflood women are loads better than Comic Con Star Trek spacey women, all except like 6 9 and Andromeda, except maybe, who knows. Here's Audie Murphy. Now, Audie Murphy, right, was as an adult only 5'2". Only 5'2". Yeah, I don't know. He got stepped on a lot. People picked him up, peeled him off their shoe, that sort of thing. That happens to really, really, really little people. But it didn't stop him winning every fucking medal in the world, killing 15 million Germans solo, yo, yeah, and basically winning the war solo. Who won the war? Audie Murphy. What are we going to do with him? We're going to make him a cowboy, make him an actor, make him an American hero. He can get barrel bonds for us and make us all mega super duper rich. So he was a war bitch. Did he do anything? I fucking doubt it. Was he a man? I don't know. He was really tiny to get in the army. What happened there? Just saying. So here's the Salem Witch trials. Apparently, this happened. She summoned up thunder and lightning. It's like, oh, unholiness. So, but that's only the narrative, one narrative. Use a load of witches. So I think this is false advertising. Like I said, guys, I can't see women who are into herbs and eating correctly, probably jogging, except for her, maybe, and her. All witches there. I think they just dressed up. I don't think they're real witches. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Snow White gets hooked on drugs from a passing dealer. It's going to space you out, bitch. So this is what happened. Snow White, this is why she went the wrong way. This is why she went, basically moved in with 7 dwarfs. We all had questions about it, didn't he? Why didn't Sleepy so sleepy? He's off his fucking rat, isn't he, guys? So, yeah, the woman goes past the window, spiked apples, injected with pure LSD, probably. Something like that. But that's not addictive. What a drug is hooky? They smack apples. Something like that. Smack apples. Okay, marijuana. Oh, God, that stuff's sinful. Marijuana, music, and murder made him too hot for hell by Keith Vinging. Yeah. Ganja will do that to you. It's a terrible thing. Anyway, talks a lot of shit as well. Genie. The lyrics from David Bowie. Now, let's think of this in different sort of, could it be genes? As in genus, or a genie, as in a parasitical trickster, full form, whatever. So let's have a listen and let's have a look what we think. No, I'm not going to sing it in a David Bowie style and fashion. A small genie snuck out to the city, strung out on lasers and slashback blazers, and ate all the razors while pulling the waiters. Talking about Monroe and walking on Snow White, New York's a go-go and everything tastes right. Poor little greenie. So you're thinking like, well, yeah, this is a bit like, hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side sort of thing going down. And he moves to New York and you sort of get that image. But ho, 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 give up now. Genie lives on his back. Genie loves chimney stacks. He's outrageous. He screams and he bawls. Genie, let yourself go. Ooh, oh, ooh. Sits like a man, but smiles like reptiles. Smiles like a reptile. She loves him, but just for a short while. So scratch the sand, won't let go of his hand. He says he's a beautician and sells you nutrition. Keeps all of your dead hair for making up underwear. Poor little greenie. Oh dear. Genie lives on his back. Genie loves chimney stacks. He's outrageous. He screams and he brawls. Genie, let yourself go. So simple-minded, he can't drive his module. He bites on a Neo and sleeps in his capsule. Is that the way the future's going? Any more that I can tell us? So open for interpretation. I think it's telling us more. I think it's telling us about the Phoenician paradigm, and I think it's telling us about genies. I wonder why it says love Jimmy Stacks. Anyway, moving on. Now, nothing weirder and trippier and wondering what the hell is going on for the time period they say that Hieronymus Bosch painted these in, which is like late 1300s. So he's got like Judgment Day, and you know, again with the genies, the demons. This one's eating people, as you get with Hieronymus Bosch. But you get a lot of weird shit going down as well. Last Judgment, this one by John Martin, not the brilliant guitarist John Martin. And you get a load of trumpets, celestial playing, angels, and look at the world down there, Greco-Romano world. People, literally like mountains, and the other everyone else just hitting the floor and perishing from some sound. Look at this one here. Ominous indeed. That one's not a Bosch, as I said. So it's just Bosch. He's trippy. You don't know what's going on with any of the stuff. It's like, what, you know, frame of reference is this bubble thing here, or this glass thing on a butt in 1300s. It's just like, what the fuck is going on in this period? So, mud flood in the Bible. Is it in the Bible? Yes, it is. And I'm going to give you some examples now, right now. So, it says in the Bible in Amos 9:2-5, and the reading says, and Yahweh and Hallelujah, Hallelujah, let me pronounce that again, Hallelujah, I can't fucking say it, touched the land and it shall melt. So, Yahweh, or Godage, touched the land and it shall melt, and all that dwell there shall mourn. So, because they're all going to be dead. And it will rise up wholly like a flood and shall be drowned as Egypt was drowned. So that's in Amos, so a sort of melting and flooding sort of in the Bible. So in Daniel 9:2-6, it says, and after 62 weeks shall the Messiah be cut off, but not for himself and the people of the prince that shall destroy the city of sanctuary. I don't know which is the city of sanctuary. And the end shall be with flood, and unto the end of war, and all desolations are determined. So like the final play out of this, what's happening now. So in Jeremiah 4:7-2, it says, thus Saint Jeremiah, behold, waters rise out of the north. That's what it says. The waters rise out of the north, and shall be overflowing, and flood shall be overfloweth all of the land. And there will be in the city that dwelleth them, the men shall, and the inhabitants of the land shall howl, because there be drowning. So yeah, there's at least 3, maybe 4 different accounts of mud flood and devastation in the Holy Bible. So it does mention in it, and it does talk about flat earth as well. Waters above, waters below, firmament above. It's a flat earth book. It's given to us by the controllers as some sort of guidebook for the events that are unfolding right now. So here's some of the crazy shit going down with Hieronymus Bosch. Look at that. Boats. What kind of thing is this? And why is he envisioning this? Got the owl. A ladder. So for the time period, they're heavily coded. For this stuff, you know, you're thinking, what is he seeing? And why is he, you know, like this guy under the grass here. Like literally under the hill. And a fish with wheels and a church on top, you know. What? And flying machines, which they have no reason to presume anything's flying in the 1300s. But again, you have ships that are fish. Is this whole world subterranean in the past and underwater? And we can't tell. Look at this, John Lennon. Glasses, 1300. We have someone with glasses in a Hieronymus Bosch picture painting. That's quite demonic. And a bound baby with a lizard thing going on there. So really, really strange stuff in Hieronymus Bosch. Let's check this out. So look at this. What is it exactly? Well, whatever it is destroyed. You got the whole world destroying. You got all this flying craft. And that one's a bird. See, nothing's flying at this period, yet the air is full of flying fish and flying ships in Hieronymus Bosch. How is he envisioning it? And it's not happening. I think it is happening. And the weird thing is he got like a photograph here. I've seen this close up. It's the most incredible thing. It looks a bit like John Lennon, but it's a photograph of a man's face, and it's in a Hieronymus Bosch from that early period. But again, with judgment, whole lot of fuckery going down. The year with a knife, the years with a knife, the whole of civilization. Look at that demon there, burning, which you always see. And Hieronymus Bosch also knew the shape of the earth. He did a picture of a flat earth in a dome. Hieronymus Bosch. So yeah, I've got some video actually of Leonardo DiCaprio taking a Hieronymus Bosch flat earth map to the Pope and handing it to him. Happened a few years back. And he tells him, oh, in times past, they thought the earth was flat. And now in more enlightened times, blah, blah, blah. But use when they thought the earth was flat, and use Hieronymus Bosch's flat earth map, which is that one I just showed you. So, yeah, what is this? Like glass thing here. This guy's face in it. She's got like black goo on her. Pit. Look at this bubble thing as well. Really weird. He's blowing bubbles off his bum or something. Put him down there, is he? I don't know. He's eating them. He's a recycler. Very, very weird stuff. Oh, look. He's playing the recorder out of his ass. Well, that sounds like pretty shit, I should imagine. What's this? Ooh. So, a lot of weird machinery going on. So, like, sort of to torture people and stuff. But, you know, it is Hieronymus Bosch and it is absolutely weird. Whole world getting destroyed. What's happening here? Evil nun pouring blood to give it to this thing and needs to be brought back to life. And a fish. Dead fish. Look at this one there. Really, really spooky. Crushing on all of humanity underneath. Okay. And a nun who had a spell cast on her, and she got cursed and she got changed into a pig. And all of these pigs today, I think they were people at one time. I think they've had a spell cast on them. Pigs were people. Because they look like they are. They're the closest meat to human, apparently. That's why, like, Jews and stuff don't eat them. They know this stuff's fucking disgusting. They'll eat absolutely anything, including human beings. Yeah, it's, you know, it's a way of getting rid of corpses. Is chucking them in with a load of pigs, and also they eat one another as well. They're fucking disgusting. They rape both. They're just not nice, and they're just like, ooh, look at that, man. She's got a nice happy house. She's got a shat. This is not a shed. It's a hat. It's a shat. And there's Jesus there in the Middle Ages when all that shit went down. Getting the Middle Ages treatment, as you'd expect. So, moving on. So, I'm going to come back. I'm going to mute my microphone for a second. Okay. I'm going to show you a bit of footage concerning that hall, which I just showed you. And basically, this first bit is sad. It's Blades, my friend's dog, and my friend, I was super grateful that I was gifted to spend at least a couple of hours with this precious animal this week. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at some beautiful minutes for a couple of minutes, 800 odd of you, of some beautiful German Shepherds and a beautiful animal in the garden. And then we're going to get on them with some more information and some other stuff I'm going to show you before I chuck off and give you all a shout. Okay, because we're getting on for coming up for 2.5 hours. And I wasn't going to actually stay for that long because I didn't get back to last night. I haven't had time to do shit. Okay. Peace and love to you all. Oh, hang on a minute. What I need to do is stop my microphone for a minute because there's audio. All right, give me a minute with that, guys. It's fucking not playing for some reason. I really wanted to show you that. I had another video as well. Oh, it just doesn't seem to want to play. She keeps buffing. Give me a second, please. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Nope, fucking thing's just buffing. Excuse my French. Not really. No, it's not going to do it. Probably got too much running. Delete some stuff. Okay, guys, I'm going to come back in a minute. Got some more stuff to show you directly. Now, this is a bit spooky. Let me check this out. Excuse me. This got posted this week. I don't know whether it's real. I can't really confirm it, but I wouldn't put it past them. Okay, I'm just saying I can't confirm this. Some guys just shot it out there. I can't confirm anything on the internet. But concerning the subjects that we look at, I thought it was really interesting, and it's this. It's this. Let me show you this. This was in State of the Nation, and its hospitals are literally suffocating to death patients with plastic bags in Odessa, Texas. And there's photographs. Is it real? This guy, Mike Adams, has done this, and he seems to have interviewed some doctors, some nurses, people coming fucking forward. Barbaric practices of COVID treatment. Today's hospitals and medical centers become murder factories. I've been calling them for fucking years. If you unfortunate enough to one of our peeps to go into a hospital, then once they get hold of you, and I don't think it'll go well for you if they find out you're a fucking truther, okay? I don't tell them shit. It won't go down well for you. It won't go down well for you. So are they doing it? I can't confirm, but nothing put it past me in this climate at the moment, because they are death centers. I will definitely go with that. And they are just like places where they execute people, you know. At one time, care was about, oh, we'll nurse you back to life. And you had, Mother Superior and all the sisters, and everything was all like, about caring for you and getting you better and out. Now, yeah, it's about, oh, I don't think we should carry on. I think it should be nailed by mouth, and we'll help them along. It'll be comfortable. Don't worry. But isn't it really uncanny that it looks like shrinked saints that had carrier bags put over their faces, and then they were turned to stone by some process to be kept forever, an eternity, as some sort of weird Phoenician practice? Could it be? Could it be? Like carrier bags. Shrink wrapped saints. Could it be? I do not know. So, my book. If you haven't got my book and you're just new to my channel, which many of you are every month, okay, I release 2 books with truth like you've never seen it before or heard it before. Okay, the first is a decode of what the shape or the electromagnetic model of this place is, and the fasces, EMF weaponry, and the Holy Grail, the Great Reset, which talks about everything that's going down now and everything else that's been happening on Flat Earth British over the last couple of years. So it is mind-blowing, all of it. It is the most mind-blowing subject you're ever going to go into, guys. If you're new to this, it's just the most mind-blowing thing. It is beyond a doubt the most mind-blowing thing I could have ever imagined.
Martin's second book asks questions about the accepted narrative and probes our historic timeline. But, rather than make statements that cannot be proven, Martin asks intelligent questions. He delves deep into the cavernous lies that have been embedded in your mind as fact. With his experienced eye, Martin prizes open the subjects of art, architecture, war and religion, and many more, while he inquires about mankind's ability to create and build such beauty, while, at the same time, destroy it with such wretched power.
So you get the idea anyway. So, guys, I will put this link and all the other links to everything you've seen in this show tonight in the descriptions box below this video. Now, I've done a fantastic presentation this weekend, Truth Juice. I thoroughly enjoyed that. It's one of the best I've done, I think, in a convention. So I've been trying to get the footage for that. I've asked Andy, and I tried recording it myself. My phone ran out of flipping battery. So I was going to try go live on the Italian channel and show all of you that presentation. So hopefully that will be here. The fucking effort of the Flat Earth British Convention to get all that done and not to have the footage at the end was very, very frustrating, but we must go with whatever. So India, who shit miracles with Flat Earth British and made the Flat Earth British Convention 2021, there will be more happen. Okay, you're just getting a flavour for what is to come. Okay, be bigger and better. Okay, okay, Noel, good to see you. Thank you so much. Okay, Noel. Lovebird, thank you so much for bringing your beautiful energy to the area. And Howard, good to see you. The vaccines were killed. Yeah, they're all fucked, mate. I wouldn't even go there. Don't even worry about it. What you got to do is not even give it your thought, because then you're just playing into their game, etc. So what we got to do is think positive thoughts, think about the game at hand, stay focused, not detract this way or that way, because we know what we got to fucking do. Okay? Just do that. Positivity. I got mumble ghosts in my speakers. Yeah, sorry, Snurgle. It was me because I never had my microphone nuked. That's why I stopped there. I did realize that. So it's over with now. It's not ghosts. Isabella. Good to see you. Enrique. O'Keefe dropping Mondays and between. I don't know what that means. Free press. Good to see you, my friend. Tweezer. Turn up. I know, Tweezer. Don't worry. It's all over with now. Let's go back. So drink sodium bicarbonate, turn to stone. Turn to stone, am I coming home? Okay. Yellow. There's loads of turn to stone songs. Like a Rolling Stone. What about the Rolling Stones? What's that all about? What about rock and roll? Why is it called rock music? And why is it called roll? Rock and roll. Anyone? Just saying. Breezy Windflower. Hippie Shake. Brilliant books. Thank you for that. And Tweezer Ann Jennings, who is Love in the Midst. It's not a lovely name, Love in the Midst. It sort of sums up love in the midst. Sherry, good to see you. Steve, Breezy. Wayne Patrick, good to see you, my friend. They were caught at the start, 2 Jamaican women and a man in a body bag alive. Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, freaking creepy. No shit. I can't say, anything more if it's real. I don't know this guy. I don't know, what to trust on the internet, but I'm just saying it's a coincidence that we got so many that look just like it in statue form. Joachim, good to see you. And Carios, Steve. Let me have a wind through. Ooh, Lindsay, we seen you. I know I showed him again, but it is a joy. Floyd, bingo. Terence McKenna, no, I got loads. I got literally about a gigabyte of Terence McKenna live stuff. Dan MC, he was a bit of a globe-tad though, wasn't he? Kept going about fucking space all the time. Dr. Bro, Duel, Sam, Howard, and he was definitely AI or NA. I don't know why I see now. My eyes are going. I'm getting tired. Crash Thunder, howdy all. Joy. Who else we got in the house? Let me have a look. JT Clark, Easy Clarkage. Stan. Good to see you. Cattage. There's nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. All of you need to listen to D Cat. Indeed. Alexa Croft. Good to see you. Curvy Water. And Damn MXH. Right. Oh, I saw myself out. Right, that has been nearly 2.5 hours. I'm going to be leaving it at that because basically I wasn't even going to post at all. I can't believe I got through that. Let me just see if I can get that video up and running because I really do want to show that. Let me just lose some pictures. There's still a few of you here. Please make sure to share this video out. Like it if you actually did. If I made you giggle in any way or feel that warm fuzzy feeling you get in your belly when you watch Flat Earth British, double flat thumbs. Don't forget to get over to Wizard Wraps and Minerals, who makes funky shit like that. If you was wondering how Martin got that fantastic thing around his neck, he's in the chat feed right now. You can get him on Instagram. So that's Wizard Wraps and Minerals, who's my friend Justin, who makes beautiful stuff. Also, my son, Lawrence Leaker, who has a YouTube channel called Welsh Dragon Metals. He does all sorts of interesting stuff. I'm going to link him below. Make sure to sub and have a look at my son's channel, wouldn't you? That'd be nice. Thank you. So, 2 Sekaroonies. Let me just sort this shit out and see if this video will fucking play that I would like to show you, because it's like this poignantness, and it's important to me. Ugh. Because it's my friend, my dog-age friend, and my friend. So, 2 seconds, guys. Make sure to share this out and stuff while I'm just sorting this out. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to be pissing off to go and make a nice cup of coffee. And then I got to get to sleep soon. I'm tired. Oh, I really am. But I had a really busy week, and what a fun week that was. See that van giving free weed? How fantastic is that as well? It just turns up, apparently, and gives you free weed. Nah, don't. But wouldn't it be wicked if it did? Just saying. Reality's weird. Anyway, I can't fucking find it. There it is. Okay. I played earlier. Got it. Okay. So I'm going to mute my microphone. Good day. It is an absolutely beautiful day today. It's early in the morning on Friday, the whatever of the whatever. And I'm out here with 2 German Shepherds. Mel's backyard. And look at these 2. I'm in a little tight room. You've got Rain, which is a beautiful girl. And you've got a big, massive bear. And this is Blitzage. Blitzage is lovely. And unfortunately, Blade, who is a very poorly 17-year-old dog, who's hanging in there over there, who's absolutely lovely. I love Blade. But he's not well. Lovely. Love Blade. But he's on his way out, unfortunately. Woohoo! Doggies! Woohoo! Oh, there's the sun. Rainage. Oh, you're getting me. You're wet. You're wet. You're getting me. Oh. Ooh, ooh. What's that? Kid lady.
Yeah, she's still got it though.
Yeah,
Distracts me and pinches his toy.
she got it. And he puts up with it. Look at him though.
And this is weight.
Sheesh. He's a
Here
nutter.
we go.
He's a nutter.
No, it's when they both stand still, look to each other, it's like that.
Right, I'm getting you.
There we go. So telepathy.
It is. Boxers
Bad
do that
tuning, yeah.
telepathy thing, don't they?
Bad tuning.
Look at this. Looks good on film, I tell you.
Yesterday, the day before.
Like Chris Hadfield. What? Awful sad. I'm glad I took that last little bit of footage because that was it. He was dead by this morning. God love him. Such a lovely animal, such a lovely spirit. It's awful sad, isn't it, guys? I hate that when animals die. It's the worst thing. So much love to you all, guys. I gotta go. Oh, fucked up. Yeah, dogs just fucking do you, especially when you love them. It's just fucking pits. It really is. But like I said, guys, you know, it makes you appreciate what we got. And the Truthful community is fucking legendary. It's just so epic. And that just showed everybody this week. And look at all the fucking bullshit they got to go through just to appease us by doing all this stupid space shit. They even got to fucking hire stupid bollocks. 90-fucking-year-old man going to space. Really? They do fucking take the piss, guys. But you see why they're doing it. Because they're giving themselves away. They got no choice. It's all over with. It can't go on. Bex Colin, good to see you. Spirit Woman, good to see you. Howard, Andrea, Breezy, Nicholas, Jane, So yeah, sending love and vibrations out to you all. I will be back as soon as I can. I'm going to get everything back together. Like I said, I've just shot this together, to be honest. I have done, this is 2 of my ongoing investigations I had to complete within the last night to get a post for you all. So it's not to let you all down. And I thought it was important this week, after everything that's been happening this week. I thought it's important for us to all get together. George, good to see you, my friend. There he is, Wizard Wraps and Minerals, who does beautiful jewelry. Get over there. He's a lovely guy, Justin. Diamond geezer. India. Plain Drifter. Oh, fucking sad. Zomoxy. Animals leave P.O. paw prints in your hearts. Oh, they do. They do. Mind you, when Mercy went, I was in a fucking terrible state. And this one as well. Oh, I don't have to get you. UK cops are getting, oh, don't even worry about them. Don't even think about them. Fuck it all. All of it. Fuck it all, guys. Really. This is ours. The world is our oyster. They don't say for fucking nothing. Set your intent. Guys, they got to come in. They ain't going to get away with a goddamn fucking thing, okay? Trials for them all. Okay? Marcus Brown. Everyone in the world will fucking know it and want it. The whole game fucked up. They fucking showed everybody in the world exactly what they are. We all knew anyway. But now. Juju Lacroix. I don't know if Quarry. Juju Lacroix. You sound French, lovely. I don't know. But if you are, merci beaucoup. I say that good. Jane Turkey. Canada me. Hi, Jane. And Chan Yan. Virtual hug then to you as well, my friend. Thank you. Virtual hug back. Oh, that felt good. Thank you. Needed that. Bex. Good to see you, Bex. And Gitano. Yeah, I know. But I'm just like being gifted just to have that bit of time this week. So I'm so grateful to it all. And if I hadn't have, come home, then the universe wouldn't have sent me a didgeridoo. And I'm convinced the blade knew I wanted a didgeridoo and sent it to me. Is what I think. So let's have a go. I can't do this live. No. No, I'm going to need to do that like in another time, not 11:30, and the light's going to fucking rattle through the house. Anyway, flat thumbs to you all. 699 of you still watching. And make sure to share this out, please. Did you do that? Did you actually share my show? Did you actually like it? Will you? Anyway, happy Flatterday to you all. Let's have a fantastic week. Let's do some amazing work now coming up to stupid Christmas time, Crimbo time. Let's just fucking smash it, okay? Biggest truths ever imaginable, okay? On Flat Earth British. Happy? Okay, that's been me, Flat British on a Flatterday. So I hope you had fun. Hope it didn't, upset anyone or anything. I've tried my best not to. Peace and love to you all. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.